first to hold.
Okay.
And we'll bump you along.
Alright, so have you ever been to a university with a stadium style seating in it?
Okay.
Concert?
You have a 10-sided paint. So here's your choice.
Big screens.
Take the 5.
Like the lecture hall.
So I see there's a 0.
That would be a
And
10.
I have step
Okay.
seating
I was looking
around,
at
and like podium.
What take my chances?
Right, so it's like, so I used to do night plan.
Now, everybody has a choice. You can get an additional hit point, or you can get an additional skill point. Remember when you were buying acrobatics?
Yeah.
Getting, do you want the hit point or a skill point?
Which I do
I usually go with skill points.
I would go.
Green, that sounds fantastic.
So we have 6 to spend.
Okay.
And you have to buy additional ones. Stuff in there you have. I would buy some perception, which
Okay.
ability to spot traps and footprints and somebody hiding in the wings and something like that.
Okay.
I'm so good at everything.
Super stressful.
Oh, come on.
I'm checking to see where the cameras are right now.
The sound is not, I can't tell where anyone is. Did you alert your marching band?
Huh?
Did you alert your marching band?
What's different about them?
Because I didn't.
I'm pretty sure half of them are watching now.
Barack Obama is diplomacy. Donald
My
Trump
marching
is
band.
left.
Okay. Watching a lot.
Are you trying to make them like
We're live
you to do
right
what you
now.
want? Or are you trying
On
to,
Twitch.
you know,
They're on that, right?
yeah.
Situated way.
Okay.
And typically it's just
Actually, yes.
cool.
That was not what I meant to say. Yes, it's very, very late.
This threw me off. I'll give you my 40.
A few minutes. You're welcome.
What would be useful as a fighter?
I do funny
Is there-
dances.
Other than what else would be?
I know.
Yeah,
This wasn't my idea.
Because that will negate, where's Mr.
Talk seated in a chair, speaking towards the microphone like you would be.
Is that, do I need to speak louder?
Does he need to speak louder? I need to speak louder?
Can you hear us at all?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Not sure.
Okay. All right, everybody give us a thumbs up, like rating if you can hear us. Oh wait, that's the wrong count.
I'm gonna mute my other microphone so that we're not getting the ambient noise.
Okay. I think we might be all right. All right, so we're still chatting, we're still talking. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight.
I want to go to sleep, but I still want to play D&D.
Shout out to Ian if you're still awake. Dad loves you.
I had the dumbest moments there.
You might be.
So we have issues.
So he's going to come in loud and clear.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, this is what he's going to sound like for the stream.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, and you'll notice on the stream that this comes in
Above everything else?
right. His voice will be everything. So. Yes. So this is a direct input. Like he would speaking on mic. So if you were to take that off,
Right. We could do the same.
pass it
pass
around, it would sound the same. Everybody would sound like that.
Okay, we'll just project towards the mic.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to pick up everybody too well. If I had my druthers and a little bit more time, I would actually push this mic to here, or I would pull in a mic between every two people,
Right.
just so that they were all sort of mic'd.
Well, so if you have another stand, you can always put one right here, aiming this way.
Yeah. I mean,
It's up to you.
I know you guys are the farthest away, so it's going to be tough for you guys.
We'll just make sure we're talking
to
that
be
way.
heard. Yeah. And you might actually, when both mics are running, you might be heard on his lab as well.
Okay, so chat, let me know if I'm coming in double when we get going.
No, it won't. It'll be the same input. They're all getting the mix at the same time.
Oh,
You might have like the millisecond it takes for your voice to travel from this to there.
Okay.
It's going to be noticeable.
Okay. I don't think we want giggling and,
I just can't be
Stereo.
seen. I just can't be seen.
What?
Yeah, right here.
You're in the dead spot?
I am.
the dead zone.
Yeah. According to my friend Ben, they can't see me. I can't see me either. Oh, hey, look, there I am.
There you am.
Are you muted right now?
Nope.
Okay.
No, not at all.
So, Horseman, do you play any of the snapshots?
What? Do you play Snapchats?
Snapshots.
I love He's in Minecraft.
He's a Minecrafter.
Ah.
Snapchat is my favorite video game.
Water's fine.
Alright, I think we're good. They all have their guys.
You want to switch? I want to work with cameras.
So, are you throwing us all together? Are you gonna bring us in separately, or how you want?
Bring them in separately.
Okay.
Alright, so Lee, you got the voice of God right there.
Yeah, so we're gonna mic you up real quick.
Oh, it's awesome. We hear it.
Yeah, it is actually really awesome.
It's like maybe my friend Aaron.
Tell Sean what, I thought you were Logan.
Like sports.
What the hell is that?
I need to wear my chest.
Logan, tell Sean we're starting.
Got my ebook ready. Alright, chat, give us a thumbs up if you guys are ready.
I'm ready for chat.
I'm ready when I'm chat, that's what you have to say?
Yes.
Lee, you got
So,
pencils?
if you're ready, this just goes right here, boom, and that's fine, pointing up.
Okay.
And
I don't,
slide
Logan, you have
back.
your pencil?
Yeah, that works too.
You need a big
And then you can swing that around the back, and
Oh, it doesn't tell you who they are.
slide. Hold on, you gotta just.
Yeah. It doesn't tell you who they are.
Oh, to turn it on?
And now you are the voice of God.
Outstanding.
I wish you guys could hear it like we're hearing it.
You can't see who the people are though when they talk. Oh, it's a green thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not many people typing right now.
Actually, I need one of these in the office.
Yeah, actually, it sounds great.
Sweet.
This whole gaggle, I can hear you on his mic now too.
Good, okay, excellent. Do I need to not be so loud?
You're great. Everything is great. These guys, I can hear perfectly on this
Aiden,
microphone, so.
I need you to draw something on that side of the page that you will recognize.
So when you come up, you know it's your turn.
Okay? Doesn't matter what it is. Jake, where are you? I need,
Yeah, you can take Sean down.
I can, thank
Oh,
you.
is he still up there?
Bunny
Uh,
bed.
in-
Bunny bed. There you go.
In memoriam.
And one more.
And Justin. Okay?
Well, one side open.
And Logan, do you have a new one for me? You can draw whatever you want to.
Yeah, whatever symbol you want. All right, does our crew president want to introduce us real quick?
There you go. I'm good with that.
Can you introduce us real quick?
I'll introduce everyone.
No, you don't have to introduce all the names and stuff. Just say who we are.
All right. Welcome to Crew 1430, 1430, Boy Scouts of America Venture Crew. Venturing Crew, thank you. Okay? Tonight,
Make something else.
That's awesome.
Tonight we will be continuing our ongoing Pathfinder adventure that started more years ago than I'd like to acknowledge, when all of these guys at the tables all talked like this in their high squeaky little voices because they were in like the 5th grade. The cause of all of this mayhem is actually Cameron, say hi Cameron, whose family ring was stolen by a band. Logan's ring was stolen by a band. That's right. I did. I got confused. So, and since then we have what? We have conquered goblins, negotiated with the Goblin King, solved a murder, bought a house.
No, we didn't buy a house. We won a house. We won a house.
We won a
We got
house.
Logan's house back.
I've resurrected just about every person at the table.
Yep. Yeah.
We defeated a bunch of large ogres.
Yes, you have most recently cleaned out Fort Rannoch.
Yes.
And in fact, that is where the party is currently resting and regaining their strength. They are also memorializing the late barbarian Sean,
Yes.
who did not survive the onslaught.
No res for you.
Sean, that's your memorial.
His force was used as a projectile.
Yes, your body was a very good meat shield, and it served us well.
That's right.
It got us through.
That's absolutely.
Sean, can I have the monkey head?
Oh yeah, do you have the monkey head on audio still?
Oh, somewhere.
The last person to have the monkey head should be Cameron.
No, we'll give Cameron the cute helmet.
Even
The bar
perfect.
comment? Oh my god.
All right. So, Aiden, Jake, Justin, you guys are going to be off set for a little bit. I'll let you know when you come in. It will be appropriate to the storyline. So for the next couple of 20, 30 minutes, you're just going to chillax and enjoy the mayhem.
And make fun of us.
And make fun of them.
I caused lots of mayhem.
Okay. I would like all of you, I'm going to put you in the fort that you just cleared out. I'm going to assume that you had a night's rest and the opportunity to heal and reclaim all of your spells. So we're going to start you back at full health. Okay? But you have not yet left the fort. I want to hear what your plans are. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Going forward, yes.
Thank you.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
I had it for years. It's weird. You're not even wearing it. I was at one point, and Logan broke it. I already
That was pretty good. Okay,
what's the
this
app called again?
is Justin. Justin can now take care.
Oh, the Pathfinder, or
Justin, what
Master Orcs
weapon do you have?
Pathfinder.
A sword. A sword? Long sword. A long sword. Well, I have a not as long sword. What's the second?
Jake, give those back when you're done.
Justin, this is you.
Justin has died. You're a rogue.
He's a what?
He's a rogue.
That's why we have Joe. That's why we have Joe.
So I'll give.
Whose idea was it to have two rogues? That's
Told
a
ya.
bad plan. For so many reasons.
You're not a rogue.
Let me
You're an assassin.
repurpose
Oh,
Justin's
sorry.
character. So
That is the one thing we don't have is Windex and paper towels.
Oh.
Well, I've got water. Could we get some?
have those things.
Cool.
Nice.
You rock.
Okay. So we're regrouping. We're healing. We didn't get any clues. Or did we?
Well, if you remember when you were down in the jail cell where,
yeah, hold on.
okay, if you remember when you were down in the jail cell under the fort where you spent a very brief time, yeah, before finding your teleportation ring somewhere we don't want to discuss. You did wash it, yes?
Naturally.
Okay. So, to recap very quickly, the party was sent by the mayor to find out what was going on at Fort Rannoch because they hadn't heard from the Black Arrow Rangers in many months, and they were used to regular updates. The party arrived in time to find that the fort had been overrun by a group of ogres, big, 600-700 pound creatures with a mean wallop and an even nastier temper.
And layers.
Yes. So they assaulted the fort. They were able to defeat the ogres in a couple of pretty nasty battles. And they're now trying to figure out what happened to the Black Arrow Rangers and how the ogres were able to take over.
Sorry. Found the monkey.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay.
You remember that the ogre family were called the Kriegs, K-R-E-E-G. Okay, and evidently this was a family unit. You don't know if there are other ogres about. You do know that one ogre escaped.
The one we sent to the woods?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it wouldn't be inappropriate to assume you're going to have company.
Okay. But they didn't really leave any clues as to the fate of the Rangers, other than probably their
Couple of couple of dead bodies here and there, a couple of body parts creatively and festively strewn around the place. Some jerky that none of y'all are going to want to ever touch. Okay. You did find a note from the commander of the Black Arrows
Okay.
saying that he was going to go to the Glimmering Fens.
Okay.
Not sure if he actually went to the Glimmering Fens and came back, whether
You know
he...
where that is?
You believe it's a little further into the woods, probably about a day's travel.
Okay.
You also probably might want to think about heading back to Magnamar and telling the mayor what's going on.
Is Glimmering Fens the direction of home or no?
No, if you came up from Turtleback Ferry, heading in a northward direction, the Glimmering Fens are going to be off to the northeast.
Okay.
And have we, what? I don't recall if we made any plans to meet up with Aragorn again.
No, Jubrail.
Gibraltar.
Oh, yeah.
You did not make any plans to meet up with Jubrail.
Should we do that, or? He seems like a pretty plot-intensive guy.
He's probably around the cities. We can go back and tell the mayor.
Did you not bring your own die? Did you come to a D&D live stream
Here.
without? Okay.
Dice. Now, if I remember correctly, when you were down in the jail cell, you also found a scroll from Turtleback Ferry that had a list of names on it.
Yes.
Yes, and
And
those
it
are the
was-
ones that we kind of linked up with
The Sindwell.
The Runeswell.
Yeah, Runeswell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, like, we knew a couple of them because we run into them in bars, and they were the quote-unquote slaves of, what's her face?
Lucretia. Yes, Lucretia.
We killed her. We killed her.
Are you guys listening to what we're talking about?
Yes.
No, they're not. Okay, so do you guys want to go back and report to Mayor Dude, or you want to press on to check out what this Glittering Fens is, or do something altogether
Let's
different?
talk to the mayor, he might give us rewards. Let's go back to the mayor first, because that's the reason we came out here. Is it not?
What was that?
I wanna go to the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could also stash all our loot at our.
By the way, even Horseman's correcting you.
Who's Horseman?
I don't know. But thank you, Horseman.
Oh, that's you.
No, I'm not.
Up in chat. I can't read that far.
Well, the first name's a Minecraft thing, so it makes me think it's you.
Oh, it should be. But mine's a zombie. That's a creeper.
I did, you said I
I
could.
can't tell the difference. His name's Aragorn. It's easier to remember.
Yes.
So apparently, according to, what do you guys do now?
I'm bullying my friends into watching the stream.
All right, bully your friends and then put your phones away so we can play.
Okay.
Sean says I can have the monkey head.
You
It's
guys,
not official unless it's in chat.
Is that Sean?
you guys have 10 minutes on the phones. At 20 minutes to 9, the phones get put away.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay? Except mine.
Wow, so you're an exception?
Dude, yes.
He's the DM. He
I'm the
sets the
DM.
rules.
I'm the only guy at the table who can roll a 200 on a 10-sided die.
John, just kidding.
Oh, no,
Wow.
he said that.
Okay,
Oh, God.
is that one of yours?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're heading back to Mayor Dude.
All right, are you going to go down, you're going to head back down the road to Turtleback Ferry the way you came up, I'm
Yes.
assuming?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, if you remember on the way up to Fort Rannoch, you were moving your way down, your first encounter with the ogres was near a small farm holding called the Grawl Farm,
Yeah, where Kib came from.
where you found Kib. As you come back down the road, you kind of mooch along. It's mid-morning. It's a nice day. You know, everybody's feeling pretty pumped because, you know, hey, we just smashed a bunch of ogres. And as you're moving down the road, you see a guy on a horse coming at you full bore, just pell-mell. I mean, he's whipping the horse, and he just comes flying up at you.
This is where we need Sean to step in front of it and yell at it.
Oh my god.
I dive off the road.
Okay?
Is he speeding?
Is he speeding?
Is he going the speed limit on that horse?
Okay.
I'm gonna call the police.
So let's get a road here that we can all talk about.
I mean, that's not impossible.
Okay, so road kind of comes along here.
I want to jump you.
Okay, we've got some. There's fields on this side. There's forest on this side. Let's go ahead and put you guys out where you want to be in whatever order you think appropriate.
Dude, they look exactly the same, Logan.
Is this me? Where's my?
I tried.
Which one's you?
Okay, that one's me.
This one's you?
Wait, no, I'm the one with the backpack. Good thing the two rogues look indistinguishable.
Look, I didn't.
That's what we think about you.
I brought what I brought, okay?
What
I gave
the-
him a blue cape.
Dude, you really have Kib in your hand?
He has a blue cape.
What else would I do?
I gave Aiden.
Where are we going? Who's in front?
And I have no
Question,
What-
did I finish
Dad.
on the horseman?
Mr. Dungeon
Jake and
Master,
Justin, you guys gotta
what level did the
No,
new
they're not
ones
here
at?
yet.
Okay.
No,
I
please
feel
pay
better.
attention, because you jumped in, you're gonna need
You're
to
not a rogue
start.
anymore.
Alright.
Okay, I'm a level 5 rogue, level 1 assassin. So.
There you go.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So this guy comes pelting up to you, and he sees you, and he starts waving at you, going, guys, you gotta help, you gotta come help. There's,
If I go less than 50 miles an hour, a bomb will explode. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
What's a bomb?
It's a bell, ring it.
there you go. He goes, you gotta come back and help us. There's something going on with the water.
Uh-oh.
There's something.
Did Sean pee it?
So you gotta come now. No, you gotta come now. We gotta go. You gotta help us.
Do we know who this guy is?
Haven't got a clue. Never seen him before in your life.
Who are you?
Let's do some perception rolls. I want to see. I want to get the dice warmed up.
18.
What are we doing?
28.
Thank you. Perception. D20. Add your perception.
Can I take 10?
Yes.
8, 26.
Yikes.
I know, my bad, hold up.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have a bonus now.
That's right. There you go. Mike, you actually do recognize him. He was one of the farmers in the back of the tavern in Turtleback Ferry.
Okay.
Not particularly interesting character. You think his name is Bran or Brar or something. But you do remember seeing him at the tavern,
Do I
and
recall if you had one of those little insignias?
you do not recall.
Okay.
You would have to try and get a look at his collar.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Was the name on the list?
You gonna stop and get the list out?
Yeah, let's get the list out. Who has the scroll?
We give Logan all the scrolls.
Logan has the scroll.
All right, Logan.
Yeah, we gave the big nerd all the reading stuff.
Look and see if our
I
dude
don't
is on the
have
scroll.
You do now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just gave it to you.
I checked the scroll.
Oh, there you go. All right.
You like how this works?
Yeah, you don't actually.
List of stuff, and the scroll's not on here.
Add
It is now.
Put it on.
Add it.
Okay.
Scroll of
You-
names.
Yes, Lucretia's scroll of names. You do not see any names on the scroll that begin with Bran or Brar or anything like that.
Okay.
Do we know that's what his name starts with?
What's your name?
Uh,
That's a good idea.
My name's Barl. Barl, yeah. Barl Kendon.
Not on the list?
Barl is not on the list, no.
Short for Bartholomew.
Oh, really? We're going there now, aren't we?
Okay. So, are you going to come help me or what? There's
What's wrong with the water?
there's something going on at Skull Cove.
Skull Cove, where the hell is that?
That must be where the rune well is.
We're gonna be Captain Hook.
You don't know?
That's Skull Rock.
Okay. Skull Cove is the dam further up the river. It's why this is called the Skull River. There's a dam called Skull Cove, and there's something going on with the dam because the water is rising.
Plug the hole.
You know what the tides are?
Let's go take a damn tour.
Let's go to this.
The water is rising. It's coming up into the town. You've got to come figure out what's going on.
Here go the property values.
Okay. I mean,
Us help.
Let's go solve the problem with the water. I don't get why we're helping.
Lead on.
I don't get why we're on.
Yeah, I don't see the problem here.
Hey, there's a bank nearby.
We won't get a reward from the mayor if the town's gone.
We're
Different
not
mayor.
here to solve. We're
Huh?
not here to
Different
help the
town.
town.
Oh, different town.
Yeah.
That's not our town.
Oh.
So I don't. I mean, all right, let's go. I guess. Sure. Good job, Sassy. Zeros. Come on.
So, you know, so you're gonna come help, you're gonna do something about this.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, and he turns that horse around and just pelts off back down the road,
It's fine. We know where it is.
okay?
Can I send my hawk to scout out what's happening?
Yes. Which way are you going to send the hawk? Are you gonna send the hawk back to Turtleback Ferry, or are you going to send the hawk further upriver?
I guess.
If you were to look at a map, you've got the Skull River that comes down, okay?
Yeah.
And Turtleback Ferry is where it meets a large lake. Okay, so here, the town of Turtleback Ferry sits right here. Okay, that's how y'all got there.
Right.
Y'all made your way up towards Fort Rannoch, and Skull River kind of goes off in that direction, and evidently there's some kind of dam or big construction up there that isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing, and that's what the Barl is fussing about.
I'll send it in this general direction.
Okay. It's going to take some time for your hawk to fly upriver and scout out and come back, so we'll come back to that. So Barl is on his horse. He's heading back down the road. Are y'all following him? Are you at a leisurely pace? Are you hurrying a little?
Do we know where we're going?
Well, this is the road that goes back to Turtleback Ferry. That's where you came from.
We'll do it at a brisk walk.
Yeah.
Cameron, send Kip to try the water.
Hey, look, it's Sean. This guy.
Hey!
I'm the Tenarch.
What am I doing?
We missed
Send
you,
Kip.
Sean.
Okay.
Send Kip.
Go somewhere.
Send Kip to test the water.
Yeah, have Kip drink it. If he dies, we know it's bad.
I don't like you. Let's have Cameron drink the water. Kip does drink the water.
Kip, when he's from the Cameron, that's pretty good.
Kip took down the
Cameron, it depends.
All right,
All right, we're gonna follow Bristol.
Yep.
okay.
Sean just said I missed you.
Hey, Ranger, keep an eye on where the horse tracks go.
Okay.
Ranger's not paying attention.
Neither
surprise,
of them are.
surprise.
You guys are both Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know one of them yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
2 Rangers and 2 roads. I don't know any of them.
Keep us on the tracks.
Wonderful. Should I roll perception then?
I miss me too.
Okay,
All right.
Hello, horseman.
As you come up to the village,
yeah.
you realize that Barl was absolutely correct. There is something very, very wrong here. The Skull River has completely overflown its banks. It is now pouring water into the center of town. The buildings have become little tiny islands with people frantically trying to find a higher spot to avoid the floodwaters. There is actually a little schoolhouse off to one side with a group of children inside, and the teacher is hollering for help. The cleric is inviting everyone into the temple because it's built up off the ground and is slightly higher. There is something massively going wrong here. I need perception around the table, please.
27.
11. Wait, no. Yeah, 11.
27.
30.
I'm still an orc.
Okay.
30.
Okay. Cameron, as a ranger, you're a little more used to water patterns and how water flows and ebbs. You're looking out at Clay Bottom Lake. There is something very, very big moving around in the water that is roiling the surface of the water.
Joe's behind us.
Oh my god, tame it.
No, it's more crab cakes.
Okay, we're talking big like we're talking big like building size.
Oh lord.
That's a big bubble gum.
Okay,
Lots of taming.
Oh lord.
it is It is moving below the surface of the water. It is moving slowly, but it is so large that it is literally shifting the surface of the water around.
It's a kraken.
No, it's more crab cakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We need to restock.
yeah, those big crabs.
All right, so in town, we've got a couple of buildings.
Is Horseman one of yours?
I have no idea. What's it saying? It's a large crab. I don't think so.
Okay, we've got the temple over there. Give me a couple of small buildings.
Where?
That'll work. Their exact location doesn't. Yep. Okay, and one big building over there on that side. Yep. Good. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Yeah, he just said hello and he misses him too.
No, other Sean.
Oh, other Sean. I don't know.
The other different.
Large swimming thing up there,
Well, he's gonna put us there in a second.
Okay. Y'all are coming into town here. These are 10-foot squares. This is the River Skull on this side. That Clay Bottom Lake is that end of the table. So you are literally watching the water slop into the town from the lake. The lake is going to be a good 200 or 300 yards away to where the lake shore would normally be, but as it is right now, the lake shore is literally where you're standing.
So where's the movement coming from? That
The
big-
movement coming is from even further out into the lake.
This way.
Yes,
Well, let's
probably
go.
just at the range of vision.
Let's go kill the building-sized water thing. That's easy.
Well, there's also the schoolhouse with the children screaming for help. We
Well,
could
I
go
mean-
rescue them.
They might have money.
There's the temple.
They're children. You can dig through a mountain. If we were to rescue the children, wouldn't we do that by getting rid of the cause of all the water, i.e. the building-sized thing in the water?
That or you can invent helicopters. I mean, the first one sounds easier. Okay, so what are we doing? There are people running around. There are people yelling. You hear.
We should get the people to safety.
I'll go grab a bunch of children and carry them to the temple.
All right, so you're
detect magic.
I
you're
will in a minute.
you're heading over that way.
I was gonna
Let's get the
say,
people
I
to
can probably
safety
carry
first.
some too, so I'll help. We can help because we can carry more kids.
Okay.
This is the school?
Yes.
I am a tiny little scrawny baby boy and can't carry people, so I'll go and do recon, I guess.
Going
Okay.
stealth.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just keep with the road.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
I don't think Kid likes the hunter either.
No, not very much at all.
You should probably let him go.
Okay.
He actually wasn't your fault, let him go.
So as you get closer to the schoolhouse, you see that there are a group of children on the front porch, and the entire schoolhouse is pretty much surrounded by knee to thigh deep water. The water is moving very quickly. It is swirling around through the city, so it's going to, or the village, so it's going to be very difficult to keep your balance.
It's a Sharknado.
You have no idea. Okay, so let's get some kids up there for you guys to rescue.
You said you can watch them burn? Is that what you just said?
No, we can watch
Yes,
them
they
drown.
burn. Yeah, you set them on fire to do it.
Well, that's why I was very confused. It was-
They're made out of magnesium.
All right, one
Hey,
is
you don't know.
the
Why do they
teacher.
gotta be carbon-based life forms?
That's true. This
Yeah,
is
you can't
D&D.
assume. It's 2019. You can't assume anything
assume.
anymore.
Oh, you're thinking.
All right, so you two are heading over to rescue the children. Logan and Kanashi are doing recon around the. You're going to make your way further down
That's
the main street.
Why wouldn't you just say you're coming with us then? That's exactly what we're doing. Why didn't you say that like 10 minutes ago? Okay, well, Cameron is coming with Logan and I then, I guess.
Okay. All right. So as you make your way towards the schoolhouse, I need, please place your characters on the map where you want them to be, because I don't know.
Sorry.
What the hell are they doing?
The children.
If they use these, my girl is definitely mine.
Alright, where are you guys going? Put yourselves where you wanna be. Cameron, where do you wanna go?
Towards the lake or whatever.
Towards the building
I'll
water.
go this way.
You going that way?
Yeah.
Not to the school?
We're going towards the. We're not going towards the school.
We're gonna be doing something really stupid.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk to it.
Hey, so what's new?
That's the
What's good?
idea.
That's pretty much standard.
Yeah, Sean, we can definitely smell you.
Okay. Let's get initiative going here because things are about to get interesting.
Of course they are.
We'll see if I'm still an orc.
Logan,
What's my initiative?
Anything today.
Okay,
15.
hopefully I'll roll something higher than a 5.
13.
thank you.
No, actually 12.
Okay, I got a 20.
I can't do math.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Cameron,
17.
thank you. Joe.
10.
Just do the crew logo.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Logan's thing. Ta-da.
Did I do it backwards?
It's okay. All right, so,
You did.
Joe's a 10.
yep. All right, Garion, you are first up.
You found your other answer.
I found your other tent. Give me a perception roll, please, sir.
Doing it. Can I take 10?
No.
Alright. 17.
There is something very large circling in the water around the base of the temple.
I knew that. Okay, let's.
Sean's going for a swim.
Yeah, let's find out what it is. I guess. I don't think being stealthy in the water is much of an option. I'll just go for it.
Dude,
I
you
guess.
did it in the middle of a room with no shadows.
You're just gonna be
No, that's real world perception right
You'll
there.
be fine.
That's a 7.
It's on your chart, dude.
Yeah, we need new sheets, but now's not the time.
No,
Yeah.
we'll worry about it
We're
later.
just going with what you got.
My sheet is fine.
Stand by.
There's stuff I gotta do on mine too, but we haven't done it yet.
I don't know what my max HP is because I erased it last.
Cameron, your perception bonus is plus 16.
So write it down.
Mine is not that high at all.
Garion, your perception bonus is plus 12.
Oh, much higher than what I have written down.
Do I actually have 40 hit points? That's not right.
Yes, you've like
I
become a
have
real
40
boy.
hit points? Oh my god.
Yeah, more hit points than I did.
Last time I remember I had like 20.
You've become a real boy.
I have a pencil.
My pencils have been wandering off consistently, but
I'm
here,
gonna blame Bishop, Bryce, Josh,
I got a couple of pens. Here we go.
and Jake.
How about whoever that dude is?
Okay.
And Horseman.
And whoever horseman is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I blame Michael Phelps.
Okay. So Garion, you're walking over to the base of the temple where the water is swirling around the bottom of the building. What are you going to do? You're going to take your sword and poke at it, or?
Poke it, poke it.
I'm just gonna observe what exactly it is.
Dude, loot it.
Okay, whatever is up,
Is that one of your turns? Your assassin turns?
whatever it is, it is very long.
Okay.
It is about this big around, some kind of snake or eel, you're not sure.
Okay. Well, if it's circling around town and it hasn't been here before, something must have changed. So, and it's circling around the temple,
Yes,
which is where all the people are.
it's where some of the people are. There are actually people in various buildings all around the village.
We're bringing in more snacks.
I'm trying to figure out why it's circling the temple specifically.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
Can I roll my knowledge of nature to see if I know what?
You absolutely can.
16.
It's a big-ass snake of some kind, like really big.
I'd like to talk to it.
All right, so you're going to get its attention. How are you going to get its attention? It's swimming in the water around the base of the building.
Stick the monkey head in the water and pull the tongue.
You're gonna do what?
Don't do it. Oh my god.
That'll be great. Get it out.
Remember,
Don't do it.
Get the money
remember
out.
when I said quotes,
Alright.
Cameron is the last person who should have the monkey head?
Sean said I could have the monkey head.
Well, I don't trust Sean in the water.
All right, it is going to take you a turn to dig the monkey head out of your backpack, so we will come back to that. Put it away.
He just wants to prepare himself.
Mike, what are you doing, sir?
We're gonna rescue children.
Okay, so you come up, the young school teacher is at the top, is at the front of the school.
Oh, well,
And-
Joe's gonna rescue children. I'm gonna hang out with the school teacher.
Wow, all right.
It's a family-friendly experience.
Okay.
Keep going, go ahead.
He's being a little too friendly.
She wants you to carry the children over to the temple because that's one of the only stone buildings in town, and she thinks, yes.
Okay.
So she would,
The giant eel is circling.
she doesn't know that.
Clearly.
No metagaming.
It's okay, I can jump it.
I got
Okay.
more snacks.
All right.
Having kids.
So, how many children, how big are the children, like how many can we grab?
These are grade school, so they're probably around 60 to 70 pounds each. You might be able to carry two, but in the water being unstable and wet
I
footing,
wasn't planning on touching the water.
you're going to fly.
Wow.
The entire portion of this town is in knee to thigh deep water.
I thought it was less up here and closer out.
It is deeper as you go towards the lake shore, but between the schoolhouse and the temple, it is underwater.
Any rocks or things that are peaking above the water surface that you can jump between?
Not easily, no. This is a village. They would have worked to keep it fairly flat, mostly grassy or
Sometimes
track
there's some
areas.
gates or-
You can see a stone wall poking up towards this end, but it
Things like
submerges
that.
pretty quickly.
Not this way, the more this way?
Yeah, the buildings at the far side by the lake, they're almost completely submerged, so there is a tremendous amount of water moving towards you.
So there's nothing theoretic I can jump between to get over there?
There is not.
Not unless you're
And
gonna jump on
how
me.
far is the temple underwater?
The temple, the water is about 3 or 4 feet up the sides of the temple, so you're probably looking at about, I mean, these are 10-foot squares, you can count it over and see.
Guys,
Okay.
did you hear any of that?
Gentlemen, this makes it hard for me to hear with you all talking, that makes it even harder. So obviously, we are not all going to sit in silence, that's not any fun. But just be aware of the fact that when about 3 or 4 people start talking, I'm stop hearing.
Okay, so we're,
Okay.
we're strategizing.
That's fine, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So, we'll come back to you and see what we're doing in a minute. Joe?
Heading towards the temple with as many as I can hold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can only
Okay.
do 3, I can do 2.
Okay.
Okay,
That work?
all right.
You skipped me.
I did skip you. I'm sorry, Logan.
Do I have the
I'm gonna skip you.
Because it's not on my sheet.
Yes, you have Detect Magic.
Can I use that?
Yes, you can. Are you in front of or behind Garion's character?
I'm like to the side of him.
Okay. So the glare isn't going to throw you off. Okay, so you're going to cast your Detect Magic. Remember, it works kind of like a flashlight.
Yeah.
What are you looking at specifically? Are you looking down in the water? Are you looking more up at the building? Give me an idea of what you're doing.
I would like to look at both like the building and also the creature.
All right, the creature does not radiate any magic.
Okay.
The building does a little bit of residual magic, probably just because of all of the divine relics or things that are inside it. But there are no hot spots, there are no obvious visible, hey, I'm a magic item, light up. Okay?
Was that a first level spell?
I believe so, yes. I'd have to look.
I'm trying to figure out how many spell points.
Might actually be a caltrop.
What, detect magic? Hang on. That's a 0 level.
Yeah, it's a caltrop. You can do that all day.
Oh, okay. That's a freebie.
Alright, let me put
Thank you, Joe. Okay, so Joe, you're going to grab a couple of kids and head over towards the temple.
I'll grab those 3 and I'll start chugging towards the temple.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
both heading that way.
Okay, Cameron. Kib does not like the water.
yes.
Kib is like doing the shake one foot and doing the hokey pokey, and he keeps trying to retreat further up the road to where it's a little drier.
That's fine.
You're going to let him do that? All right, thank you. Garion, what are you doing, sir?
Well, so did Cameron successfully identify the thing?
It's a giant snake.
Just a big old snake?
Yes. I don't know what kind, but it's a giant snake.
So you provided me with zero new information. Alright, well. I spent the last turn brooding about why it was so quick to temple. I don't suppose I've come up with any answers.
It's trying to get in and eat the people,
I'm not shocked.
okay?
Too easy, way too easy.
I don't suppose I could study it for 3 rounds and try to kill it.
You can try,
Okay.
all right?
No, no, I won't be able to sneak attack it because it's underwater and I can't swim stealthily.
That is true.
So I am going to do something extraordinarily stupid.
What's different?
I'm going to be bait and see if I can get it away from the temple.
Nice.
Okay,
Wow, so
all right.
crossbow from the assassin?
I can't hear you doing that. What are you saying?
We're already doing something like that.
No, you're not doing anything. You're just sticking a loud noise in the water and making it slightly upset.
Oh, dude, start the monkey head, throw it in the water, it'll swallow. We can track its movements by the sound.
Alright, well, I'm gonna.
Cameron, what you doing, sir?
Wait, so am I not doing, am I not?
You are now doing the,
Wait.
Hold on.
Have I fished the monkey head out of the backpack?
yes, you have the monkey head out of your backpack.
Wonderful.
You just had it.
I know.
You just have it open the entire time.
No, I did. As soon as it played, it disappeared again. Come back.
All right, so you take the monkey head.
There it is.
You are standing up in knee-deep water, and you pull the tongue. And the monkey head does what the monkey head always does. What are you doing with it?
Get in the water near a giant.
Okay? Now, as you stick it in the water, you notice, first of all, it doesn't make bubbles. Very interesting. But all of this kind of dust and dander rises up and kind of floats away in a slightly sickly stain on the top of the water. And you see the snake turn and swing back in your direction.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Wait, so where's he? He's over there. Okay, so we're gonna go around the other way.
Okay, go ahead and do your normal motion. If you're gonna, you can go.
How much would I move these guys?
6 squares will occupy your whole turn.
Do we see the snake at this point?
Not yet.
Not yet. So we have no clue.
Correct.
So I'm heading straight towards the temple still.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I was going this way.
Yeah, down the main, down quote the road.
Father, I have a
Well, that's the road. We're going.
I'll
we're
get
trying
you in
to
just a
take
second.
the
Yes, understood. Yes, G.
Logan had an idea that might work. If we get all of the people out of the water and let Logan cast thunder or lightning or whatever on the water,
Nice.
would that successfully fry the lizard?
I don't know. Why don't you try it and we'll all find out.
Let's get it toasted.
I don't play what if, you know that. Okay,
Keep in
so,
mind, there's no place to get out of the water. He said the water's everywhere.
Except for the temple.
We don't know who's in the water. It's probably a bad idea.
Logan, what are you doing, sir?
What are you doing next time?
I'm gonna be swimming out and seeing if I can get the whatever it is away from the temple.
Logan is collateral.
Does that require like a die roll?
I mean, I think I have to roll for swim.
Speed or something?
There's a swim thing.
But it's your turn, Logan. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I was considering giving him touch of divination, which gives him +1 on die rolls.
Joe, where are you on that?
Because I don't have faith.
Are you
in
the big
your
smiley
ability.
face?
Next one. Yeah.
You're gonna kill yourself. Sniffy snake.
Sean wants me to ring the bell, and I'm gonna ring the bell.
Of course you are. Sean knows you too well.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Well, here we go.
I actually have a spell that can make somebody swim faster.
For those of you that can't see, monsters have now entered the initiative.
Why? So when I said that I'm going to be
Yeah, just
swimming
see
in
his,
water as
different
bait
color
to get
paper
the
or
lizard
something.
away, you thought
When the monsters come
you
out,
could do that
put the
faster.
letter on the
And
board,
said
too.
nothing.
He doesn't like you.
Just looking at it now, but then decided.
He doesn't like you.
I also
all right.
I have cat's grace. It gives me more dexterity.
Joe, what are you doing, sir?
Heading towards the temple, whatever beeline I can.
All right, give me a dexterity save, please. Mike, I need you to make one too, even though with your numbers it's ridiculous.
Do I really have to?
Yes, you really have to.
Cool. 13.
Good.
So what am I adding?
You're adding your, it's a reflex save. Fortitude, wisdom, reflex should be right down there.
I get to add that?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Reflex. 6.
Yes.
6.
You rolled a 6 or you ended up with a 6?
6 with a total.
Okay, you just dropped a child in the water. Congratulations.
29.
Yeah, you're juggling yours.
Here, catch one of mine.
All right, so that child is now in the water. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to do about that.
Okay.
Okay, Garion. Okay. Your attempt to be bait for the snake.
Well, considering you skipped my turn, so I didn't actually get to.
You said you were going to. I took that as what you were going to do.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
worked.
I was going to swim out
You're going to swim out.
to get them away from the temple and away from the rest of the party,
All right.
not towards us.
Okay, show me where you're going to swim out. Because the snake,
Is his backpack still on?
It's a bag of holding. It's not actually a bag.
Our new nickname is Snake Bait.
Tight. I'm just going this way pretty
You know,
much.
it goes deeper that way, right?
That's
How are
typically
you
how it
gonna-
works.
all right, so
Fight.
you're going to
How do you
have,
get over there?
he started working his way around to lure the snake away, and it worked really well.
Good. That's,
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay? So are you watching the snake as you're doing this, so you're backing up? Are you just booking it?
I'm just going.
Okay, so you don't see this thing rise up out of the water.
I bet I don't.
So, Logan, you see the rogue, and he's sloshing through the water, and the water's getting higher up, and he's sloshing, and you see this silvery blue thing just rise up out of the water. You see the water running down the scales of the snake. And this thing has got, I mean, there's 8 feet of it out of the water.
I rolled for ride.
I'm a payment.
Hey, your Uber's here. Why didn't you do that? We expect you to do that on the first try.
All right.
Get its attention first.
Oh, Garion has its attention.
Here, snaky snake.
Loot it.
Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
Oh, pulling the monkey head out of the water and turning it off.
Okay.
Try and talk
Oh,
to the snake.
oh, oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the snake.
Oh, he's gonna talk to this man.
Okay, you're about 60 feet away from the snake.
There's no way you're gonna get its attention.
You are going to yell very loudly. All right, well, good luck.
I'm trying to talk to the snake.
So let me get this right. I go in the water to get the snake away from you, and your next idea is I'm gonna yell, so it comes the opposite of what Gary's trying to do.
He's a
Right
parcel
next to all the
code.
kids.
I don't have a brain.
Clearly.
I literally have an intelligence.
This is what we deal with.
12.
All right, you might want to try moving closer to the snake. You can move up to 30 feet and still try and talk to the snake. That would be 3 squares on the map. Pick where you want to go.
What do you hope to accomplish?
Yeah, he's good.
What do you think that this will do for the party?
Give kid
I'm gonna figure out what the heck the snake's doing.
Garion, stop being Debbie Downer.
Kids for the snake if you don't stop it.
Okay,
No, kid's in your hand. I see him right there.
yeah. Mike, what are you doing, sir?
Temple.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and,
How many I get? 6?
yep.
Can I do like my speedy guy?
You can, that will give you an additional, what, 12? I think it's something it's doubled, I think. Let's take a look.
Because I know if I run, I get like lots of speed. I have 50.
Yeah, so you can go 5 squares. If you run, you can go, yeah, 10. So
Yes, Cameron, you're Harry Potter.
Is this like an entrance?
that is the entrance to the temple, yes. So you can make that in 1 too.
Yeah.
You can easily make that in 1 turn.
Yeah, so I want to get the kids in the
Okay, as you come into the temple, you see that this thing is absolutely packed with scared and frightened people. There is water sloshing on the floor of the temple, which, considering it's up a couple of steps, is pretty impressive. All right? The cleric is trying desperately to keep everybody calm, but it's only marginally working. As you come in with the kids, one of them yells, "Mom," and goes running off. So, props to you, did the right thing. You going to stay in the temple, or are you going to turn out?
If I made it in 5, can I turn around and head back out?
Yes.
with my other 5?
You can. Actually, let's do 4 out, because it's going to take you a couple seconds to put
So
them.
I drop them off and come back to help Joe.
Go.
So drop off, then I get 4.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you turn and see Joe, he's still got 2 kids, but there's one kind of floating away down the side of the road.
It's a floater.
Logan, what are you doing, sir?
I'm gonna cast sleep on the snake.
Okay.
Does that require a roll of some
It does, but it's on my part, not yours. Okay. So you cast it on the snake.
Yes.
It does not appear to have any effect on the snake whatsoever. The snake is now busily trying to eat Garion, which is kind of like whack-a-mole, because Garion is like trying not to get eaten.
Whack-a-rogue.
That's not the strongest
I
spell.
want to
No.
play whack-a-rogue.
Okay. I'll reach down and grab the kid by his suspenders or whatever kind of
You're
thing
going to
he's
drown
got.
the child, dude.
I've already got 2.
Yeah, you're going to drag the other one through the water and drown him.
I got his head above water.
Make an acrobatics roll, please.
Oh, no, I'm going to think about...
Can it take 10?
I drowned the child.
No, we're in combat.
Yeah, we're in combat. No,
can't
take 10.
I'm coming.
All right, I'll pick him up and work a little slower this time.
Yeah, okay, you're still going to make an acrobatics roll.
Oh, no.
Because you've got 2 kids who are wiggling. You're about to try and bend over and pick
Just
up
go
another
with
one.
2 kids. I will come back for the other one.
No, I'm going to try.
That's not how he works. Nice try.
8.
Now all 3 kids are in the water.
I have a -4 on acrobatics.
I know. So all 3 kids are now in the water, and you're like.
No,
drowning.
hang on a second, but you did say you were doing it carefully and
Slowly.
slowly, so you, don't do anything else this turn but not drop children.
Yes. Yes. That is the idea.
Okay. Jake, Justin, Aiden, put your characters in the temple, please. You will be part of the throng in there.
Oh wait, so you must be having a field day if there's a lot of people jammed together.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Garion,
Yes, sir.
So Justin's
the patter of water on your head surprised
you
you,
look pissed off.
and you looked up,
The other side of the face is worse.
and you see a snake, a boa of some sort,
Sure.
that looks like it's trying to swallow you whole, and judging by the size of the snake and how wide its mouth is, could probably manage it.
Okay, few questions.
There's nothing inside to loot.
One,
It's like Pinocchio, just like jump right in.
does it just look like a normal boa snake that's just in the
Well,
water?
apart from the fact it's about 25 feet
Yes,
long and
aside from the size, is
it does not have any appearance of magic associated with it. It
Because I'm
doesn't
trying to
have
figure out
blazing
some-
fire eyes or a
No, I'm trying to
shimmering.
figure out if some wizard thought it'd be funny to make a boa 30 feet long and stick in the village.
Who knows what wizards think funny.
Ask Logan.
Okay, well, there's
Is it funny, Logan?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So I have a really stupid idea.
Oh, another one. A twofer.
What is my ride bonus? Here we go.
You are going to try to mount and ride the snake.
Yes.
trying to give it the HM dive.
Absolutely, I am.
Dude, you didn't even ride the crab. You didn't lose much.
No, it's ride. There is your ride bonus.
Oh, mine's -4 too.
It's on your sheet.
It's not.
Jump in the
That knows your sheet.
That's a good idea.
Level 2.
Roll to ride,
Here, you
baby.
might have a chance.
Plus 5.
Plus, huh?
Plus 5.
That's better than I thought.
Okay. This is going to be wicked hard because number one, the snake is wet.
It's trying to eat me.
It's trying to eat you.
And
There is nothing really to hold on to other than large wet snake. Yeah, Jake's kind of got the idea there. I mean, you could hug the snake.
give it a big hug.
I'm gonna call it George.
So, the thing is that my plan to be bait and lure the snake away from the temple kind of ends here. Because this is the end of my plan.
And this is now the start of the new plan called Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have gills to breathe underwater?
No, it does not. You could theoretically drown it.
I'm gonna.
This I want to see. This I want to see.
That's good information.
So there's a way to defeat it somehow.
And you're taking too long to come up with it. So what are you doing?
Running away in terror.
Sloshing away in terror.
Why am I not swimming?
You can swim if you want to.
How deep is the water?
On you, it's about halfway up your
How big is
thighs.
the snake?
About yay big around.
I thought it was way big. I'm gonna kill it. I thought it was way bigger than that.
That's just diameter.
I thought it was way bigger than that.
Okay.
He could just barely get you in whole.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna attack the snake.
All right. Well,
With the first dagger.
Wait. The first person to do any offensive action in this entire day is gonna be Gary.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Well,
You
hey.
guys are saving children. Ugh.
It's the first time for every day.
Alright, I'm gonna go first up with my short sword.
okay.
It's gotta be.
Is our shot?
That's
I think so.
a 10. What's my melee bonus?
No, workshop.
No,
What is my melee bonus?
Your melee bonus to hit with your short sword plus 5.
ready? Because we shall.
15.
Okay. The sword slicks off the side of the snake without even so much as making a dent.
Good thing I have a dagger in my offhand.
It is
Yeah,
indeed.
because it'll do more damage than a sword.
Okay, well, it might hit this time.
Go
So
ahead. What'd you get?
12, and my melee bonus for the dagger is 3?
Yep. 3.
So also 15.
Nope. This is a large, slippery, well, naturally armored snake. It was a lot harder to hit than you expected.
Well, good thing I did that. So it's intimidated.
All right. The snake, on the other hand, is going to try and attack you.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Hey, Gary,
Yes.
snake's turn.
Good. That's what I wanted
Yeah, the
to.
slippery snake's gonna come after you.
I got a
Just
plan.
wait. You got a plan?
Yeah. You gotta like.
All right, that is a 16.
Got a fan, Gary.
Joke's on you. My armor class is 18.
All right, so the snake tries to bite at you, isn't able to get any kind of a purchase on you as you duck out of the way. Cameron, what are you doing, sir? You see the snake and is now dancing with Gary, and Garion's got weapons out and is,
Well, I've given up on diplomacy and I'm gonna shoot.
You would
okay.
I was gonna talk to him.
make up your mind. Excuse me, dearest evil snake.
We asked him to do it like 3 turns ago.
Do me a bit. Do me
Explain
a
to me
bit.
how the screaming monkey head was diplomacy.
Oh no, that was to get his attention.
Oh, okay.
He was giving it a snack.
Excuse me, kind sir. Would you like to do me a favor and not kill us?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Go for it. Roll the hit, sir.
18.
That will hit. Roll your damage. 1d8.
How come the 3 losers in the temple aren't helping out?
They don't know their help is needed.
I'm gonna turn you. Because they're big nerds.
Help, I'm being
2 points. Thank you. All right, Mike. You see Joe. Do I need to continue or have you got it? You got it?
After rolling my eyes.
Hey, I'm not swimming or climbing right now.
Yes, you are.
I'm waiting.
So without children, can I make a significant distance?
Yes, you can make it all pretty much all the way over to him if you want to pick up
I'm
number.
going to take the child that's drowning. And is he juggling another one? Do I need to take another one from him?
It's up to him.
I would
Give
make
me,
it better.
I'm going to take another one.
all right, give me an acrobatics check, please.
You need me to roll that?
I do need you to roll that. You could roll a 1. It does
Do I need to
happen.
roll to drop a kid?
34.
That's why you
Okay.
get the second one.
And that's only because I rolled a 6.
Over the shoulder, in the back pocket.
28 for acrobatics? Jesus Christ.
It has risen today. Jake, Justin, Aiden, I need you to roll initiative, please, for me.
Ooh, here we go.
All right, Jake, I'll start with you. Your initiative bonus is on here somewhere. +8. So you're going to roll d20, you're going to add 8 to it, sir. 21, nice.
Dang.
You get the hit first.
Okay, Justin,
A single initiative.
your initiative is at +6.
14.
Thank you. And
What's Kib been doing this whole time?
Chilling.
not liking the water. He's been up.
Kip's chilling
He's on Cameron's head. I was going to say he's on Cameron's head right now.
I will take Kip away from this now.
That's right. You can tame Kid away from him.
Actually, he can't bond it, and unless I die.
You are
They're already bonded. We're not gonna, we can't talk about their.
Aiden. Your initiative, sir,
It's a family-friendly show.
is going to be +4. Roll d20, add 4 to it.
She made the DM sticker.
Natural or added?
Added.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's a cataphile? What is that called?
Actually, that's
G,
reality.
Yes.
what is your dexterity?
My dexterity is 18, according to this sheet.
Okay, thank you. All right, I need you two to roll d20 for me, please, straight up. Highest wins.
The roots?
19.
Up, all right, so,
Okay, is my dex still 18? It hasn't raised in all of the 5 levels since we
Why the hell would
started.
your dex work?
no, stats don't go up very often at all. That happens like every 5 or 10 levels, maybe.
Oof. Alright, tight.
So, all right. So, Mike, you've picked up a couple of kids. You're juggling them neatly, making fun of the orc at the same time.
Smack the orc, grab the kids.
Look, you just hold them and then you flip them around.
Throw them up, go a couple steps, catch them.
That's right. And if you do a heel kick, Logan, what are you doing, sir?
I have a question about the logistics of the enlarged person spell.
What about it?
I can
If the
acrobatic.
person was to be constrained in any way, would like they break through the thing?
It usually is a mix. If you enlarge a person who is wearing armor, they will take a point or 2 of damage as they bust the armor leather straps.
But like, okay, so what I'm asking is if Garion has been eaten and she is enlarged,
It will hurt the snake, yes. It will hurt the snake.
Gary.
Depends on where he rips
Yeah,
that.
but can he eat in a large Garian?
It'd be
Well,
harder.
if Garion is partially in the snake, and I can reach Garion, if his arm is in the
Oh, you
snake,
got punched through the snake?
if Garion's arm is being eaten by the snake,
Or if all
and
of
his
me
arm
is-
is grows, then the snake is like.
Yeah, at that point, it's gonna,
Implode the snake. That's what you're
No, we're not
That's the
gonna
plan.
No, we're not gonna implode the snake. We're gonna explode the snake.
That's the plan.
Dude, throw the monkey head in and
I'm
enlarge it
not
and throw
gonna.
it.
It's enlarged person. It has to be humanoid.
yes.
Pull an end.
Throw in
So-
Garion.
The amount of damage it will do to the snake is going to be really dependent on how much of Garion is in the snake, because if it's just an arm, the snake would naturally just spit it out, just as if you had something too big in your mouth.
So what if it's all of me except an arm?
If enough of Garion is in the snake
Yes.
that the snake can't spit him out, then yes, it will lethally hurt the snake.
Okay.
Is
now-
Garion unharmed?
Hold on.
It's not going to do Garion any favors either, because first of all, it's going to shatter everything that he's wearing, because that does not enlarge with him.
Okay.
I'm just, just a big.
And then there's also the whole issue.
Hulk, this is gonna be great.
Then there's also the whole issue of him being eaten by the snake.
All of my armor and my entire.
You realize this is the second time he's gonna be naked.
All right.
Garion,
I'm
get
very-
undressed.
No, I'm good, Chief.
He's got his teleport ring. He can get out of there.
Not if it shatters because I get enlarged. So here's the plan. Not that.
Would you like to be invisible?
Would you
That-
like to be?
Can I still attack?
I'm trying to
Hold
help
up.
him. I don't know what
Hold
to
up.
do.
Can I still attack through invisibility?
Yes, but you'll become visible again as soon as you attack. Yes, Cameron?
Spell says that any equipment they have on them will enlarge with them.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right. Good call. Good catch, Cameron.
Okay.
All right.
Something useful. All right, so I guess we're back to Guardians
He
of the
has one
Galaxy.
of them. This is it.
That's not promising.
Dude, you're gonna want to get yourself in.
Okay, so this is not plan A. This here.
I want to have a specific.
The enlarging the elf inside of the snake is plan B.
Outside of the snake, and then you get to fight it. It's
That's-
like a giant. You strangle it or like drown
Curious.
it.
If you're in the snake, you
drown
can
it,
loot
it's
it.
large. It can't eat you.
Yeah,
That's
as long as it's
make me large now, and I'll just drown the snake. Pull the tank in the water.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to cast enlarge person
Yeah.
on Garion. That's what I'm hearing.
Never
Yes.
found Lady in the Water.
Okay.
It's a first level spell.
Yeah, you have to be within 25 feet plus 5 feet for every
Am I
2
not?
levels.
Oh shoot. No.
You need to-
like get closer then.
You need to be within 3 squares of him.
How far can I go?
You can go up to 3 squares and do something. You can go up to 6 squares and do nothing else that turn.
All right, I'm gonna get closer. So that's 6. Oh jeez, 6. There.
Okay? All right. Justin, what are you doing, sir?
I'm in temple, right?
You are in the temple. You see this guy come flying in bedecked with children. He flings them on the ground gently, gives one a little twist, and then dashes back out into the floodwater. All the while screaming, "Quit dropping them!"
It sounds like there's something going on out there and they need my help, so I decided to go outside.
Okay, you can move 3 squares and attack something or do something.
That has to be the movie.
You can move 6 squares if that's all you do that turn.
Okay.
All right? So you do you. Remember, when you go diagonally, we use a 1 and 2 count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? When you move diagonally, the first one is 1, the second one is 2, then it's back to 1. I don't know, if you,
And this is the entrance, right?
that is the entrance to the temple, yes. You can hear what is going on behind the temple, so you're vaguely aware of something going on back there.
That's what
He's gonna eat me! Yeah, I want him to. Do it.
It's okay, I got a plan.
1,
I got it.
4,
It's only family's geese.
5. Yeah, 5.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir.
A clarifying question really quickly.
Yes, sir.
So the snake that I'm fighting is not the building size thing deeper in the lake. They're
No.
two different things.
Yes.
Wait,
Right.
what?
Wait,
Oh, shoot.
I was inspecting the building size thing earlier.
Yes,
I didn't want to inspect the snake.
you said you were going over to talk to the snake.
Okay.
To me, that sounds like I'm going to go deal with the snake. You're going to go back and,
The nature check was supposed to inspect the giant building size thing.
okay, well, when we get to your turn, we can do that. All right, Joe.
All right, 2 questions.
Oh, God.
Do I know about the snake yet?
Give me a perception roll and roll something that's
They gotta be big enough.
in kindergarten or higher.
Being attacked.
Okay, we're gonna have 3.
No, not a clue. Too busy dropping children.
All right, then it doesn't matter if the child's carrying a bunny already or not. So I'm just gonna keep going towards the temple.
Okay, go ahead and move. Go ahead and move. So,
Can you move me towards the temple?
How many?
What do we got? 3?
yours is actually, I think, slightly slower. Go figure. I know. 20.
Dude, I'm gonna take all the children myself.
4 squares.
How far can I?
4.
How far can I toss children?
Quite a ways if they're willing to be tossed.
Dude, I'm gonna get there and back.
I can throw them to you.
We probably should have started with that.
Jake, sir, what are you doing? You're watching this mayhem from inside the temple and figuring that standing around like a survivor may not be the best plan.
Yeah, you hear the mayhem. And you see me throw children at you.
I'm gonna pull Cameron out of this mess.
Well, you can't get the camera.
You can.
That's the back, this is the
You
front.
don't know, never met us.
And you never met him before. You don't know any of us.
Yeah. You see all this chaos. You see
No, he hears all this chaos.
I shall seek higher ground.
Okay. You're gonna try and.
You're in the higher ground. Where you going, dude?
Wait, is he on the roof?
You could get up on the roof. It wouldn't be impossible.
I'll go to the roof.
All right. So this turn you're going to head out of the building. For next turn, when it's relevant, you're going to need to use your climb bonus, which is +8. Pretty. So. G-Man,
Yes, sir.
dancing with the snake.
I'm attacking the snake with my mythical short sword.
All right.
Mithril, sorry.
That's okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. All right. Jake, Justin, Aiden, this is how this works. That is already a hit. Now we're going to see if this is a critical hit, if something special happened. What he's going to do is he's going to roll to hit again. Okay? If the second one is also a hit, it is a critical. If the second one is a miss, no worries, it just meant that the first hit was a normal hit. Works the same way with fumbles. If you roll a natural 1, you roll a second to hit. If you miss the second time, bad things happen.
If you do get crit, you get cooler things on your...
Yes. So, G,
Yes.
let's see if it's a critical or not. Roll it out, sir. At +5.
Dude, you just took out Jace.
I did, it's true.
And you lost.
I got a 13.
You did not get a critical hit, but you do get a normal hit, so roll your damage, sir.
Doing it, 1d6 plus 1. Great. 3.
Outstanding. You have now successfully annoyed the snake.
Well, joke's on the snake, because I have a...
Go for it.
Yes. That's okay. You know, never mind.
Okay.
Do you still have the dagger?
Yes, I still have the dagger.
Aiden, what are you doing, sir?
How many people are in the temple?
Roughly 15, including yourself.
Oh, here he goes.
We're gonna start looting.
Are you sure you're not
I'm
Gary?
gonna start looting. I
All right.
pickpocket people.
Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to grab your D20 and you're going to run.
He's got to save up for his ring of teleportation too.
Hey, I have a question. Who out here is actually fighting?
Dude, there's a first time for anything. Actually, this is true. You're the only one fighting.
Yeah, it's
This
true.
makes up for the last 2.5 years.
All right. Here's how this works. You're going to pick a farmer and you're going to try and go for what, a money bag or something on his person? Okay. You're going to roll your D20 and you're going to add 9. So that's your sleight of hand bonus. I'm going to roll mine and I'm going to add 2, which is my perception bonus.
To get better.
If you,
Or you get noticed.
yeah.
You're rolling to see if you got it. He's rolling to see if you got it.
Now, would you like me to roll first or would you like to roll first?
I'll go first.
All right. You got it, all right?
Nice.
So you have relieved this farmer of his
He just
possessions.
outrode you, man.
That happened.
How many seeds did he have?
And you have a grand total of 2 silver pieces.
Failed at backstabbing a guy who was drunk.
Yeah, you're right. I failed at backstabbing someone and he pickpocketed a farmer who's terrified of water.
Okay, Garion,
Yeah.
dances with snake.
Uh-huh.
Delusions of grandeur.
That's a 21.
That is higher than 18.
All right.
How much did you get?
Ah, that's what I got. Let's see what we got here.
He's a farmer.
All right.
Silver?
You're lucky you didn't get
Where's my die box? There we go.
Pickpocketed a farmer and now you got crab.
You pickpocketed lice, yeah, exactly.
All right, G.
I think everyone got bored of
We're going with 16 points of damage.
Huh? How many?
16.
How much is my total health?
Not that much.
it. 16 minus what it used to be.
Yeah, wow.
Ooh.
Let's see. That puts you at 30 points even.
And I still haven't noticed a single
Tight.
Dude.
Okay?
I'm just
The
I'll be
jaws,
happy if you don't drown anyone.
the jaws on this boa are hugely tight. I mean, it comes down and it's just like a vice. It's just like BAM! And in fact, you only just managed to wriggle free of it.
Tight.
That's what he said.
I have it right where I want it. It's on my plan.
Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
Stack the deck, baby.
Your plan is to die.
Isn't that his normal plan?
Inspect something using my knowledge and shoot the snake in the same turn.
Can you inspect something
And what?
and shoot the snake?
Sorry, can I use my knowledge to figure out what the giant building size thing is and shoot the snake?
Well,
Yes.
That is the
I'm
giant.
gonna do that.
Okay. Let's do the snake.
ripples, we don't
There's
know
two
if
things
it's
in
one
the
and
water?
same.
Yes.
Let's do something with
Snake and the giant building size thing.
let's shoot the snake first.
It's mama.
I shall shoot. Am I close enough for point blank?
No, you're about 40 feet away.
Okay.
It's close though. If you step forward 10 feet, you could make a point blank shot, but I don't think that's going to make a whole lot of difference.
This character's much more fun from the back with a screaming headed kid on the top.
16.
Not quite, but close.
That
The
was
arrow-
last time.
Hmm?
That was 18 last time.
It was 18 last time. So. Arrow glances off the back of the snake. Misses the rogue. It's a good day. Mike.
Can I make it there?
Not quite. It's going to take you a second turn.
What'd you say? How many do I get?
10. Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'll come back to you on that.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, you were closer last time because you had to come further back to pick up
I
children.
gotta go get Dingleberry's drowned kids.
Logan.
Enlarged person.
They're
Am I
not
close
dead
enough,
yet.
or do I need to step forward?
No, you're close enough to him. Okay, so let's take a look and see how that works. So you're going to cast Enlarge Person on G.
Double him in size.
Cool. And it's going to last for 4 minutes. Garion, you have the choice to resist it if you want to.
I'm gonna resist it.
All right.
Wait, are we swallowing Garion? What? Garion the snake?
No, we're making Garion large.
Yeah,
He's-
he's gonna drown the snake. He's gonna drown the snake.
No, he's outside of it.
Okay, Garion,
Yes.
you feel the warmth of this spell.
Have the power!
And the building's moving.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Is it going down?
it is going down.
Shot.
Okay, so you are now approximately 11 feet tall.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
You're bigger than Joe.
that's right. So you need to get yourself up on a block or something.
Give him some squares.
Yeah, get him up high. No.
Oh, get out of here.
Justin, what are you doing, sir?
I'm outside now, right?
You are
I
outside.
just ran past you.
Yeah.
With 2 kids.
Hey, now we can tell the rogues apart.
Might be a
Oh,
little
he's
hard
on
to be
the road.
stealthy.
I decided to ask what's going
Oh
on.
my.
So the person that just ran
Yeah,
by you.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so
Get the other kid.
there you go. That's what's going on. Joe.
I'm still making my way towards the.
Okay, 4 more squares.
Do I need to roll to see if I notice anything yet?
Yeah, go for it. Give me a perception roll.
Drops a child again?
Well, down to the 11-foot rogue.
Did you say, does he have to roll for a drop?
I'm not even sure if I'm in works.
Does he have to roll dex again?
I'm still going slow.
That was picking them up and getting them moving.
Okay.
All right, Jake, you gonna try and go up to the side of the temple onto the roof?
Yes.
All right, you're gonna roll d20, you're gonna add your climb bonus, which is what, +8, I think we said? All right.
That is 24.
All right, the sides of the building are stone. There are some pretty good handholds, and despite the fact that it's wet and you're wet, you're able to skinny up onto the roof pretty easily. So starting next turn, the top of the roof is conical. It's a round building that kind of comes up to a point, but it's terracotta. It's actually the nicest building in the village. And so it's pretty easy for you to move around the outside of the cone. Getting up to the very tippy top might be harder, but you can make your way around the outside fairly easily. So your character can actually move anywhere around the perimeter of the cone of the building. Okay? It also puts you about 15 feet up above. So you're about 4 feet higher than the rogue right now.
Basically, you're gonna be hot by that minute.
Garion,
Yeah.
what are we doing, oh large one?
Alright, well, so how big is the snake relative to me?
Smaller than you.
Yes, but by how much?
Normal size bow enough?
Well, it depends how you measure the snake, because it's about a 30-foot snake. It can put about a third of its body, about 10 feet of it, out of the water. So it could theoretically, if it wanted to, get up and look you in the eye.
Alright, so here's my question. If I were to grab the snake just behind its head so it could not bite me,
Okay.
can I just hold it underwater?
Well, the problem is being 11 feet up. The water is now that much farther
But can I
down.
still
So
pick up the snake?
first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to grapple with the snake.
Right,
so
no,
if-
but is the size...
Are you strong enough? We're going to find out.
That's not what I'm asking at all.
Okay. Are you large enough to grab the snake and hold onto it with one hand? No. With two, possibly.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna, actually, hold on. You know what I am gonna do? Is I'm gonna pull out my dirty trick workbook here.
All right. That's going to take you a turn. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna go for a cleat stomp.
A cleat stomp.
Yeah, when you make a successful unarmed strike against an opponent while wearing a pair of boots, the target takes 1 point of bleed damage.
Okay. You are not making an unarmed strike. You are
Sure
using
I
your
am.
sword.
I'm stomping on it. That's what I'm doing. I just said that.
Oh, okay. So you're going to not use your double weapons. You're going to stomp and try and get a bleed on the snake.
Yes,
Basically, you're going to try and kick a hole in the side of the snake so it'll bleed.
pretty much.
Sure, why not? Okay. It's not the stupidest thing I've heard tonight.
I mean, I'm bigger now. I gotta do something.
It works for me. Roll to hit.
Alright, what, do I just add normal melee or what?
What do you go for a field goal? Like, what do you
Yeah,
do?
let's use your normal melee, but what I'll do is I'll give you the flat-footed again, or the natural against the snake.
Should I die?
There's still people watching. What is my bonus? Normal?
5.
5? Okay.
Can they check?
Oh, 17.
That will hit the snake. All right. So you have now stomped the snake. You're going to do 1 or 2 points of damage with your boot, but it'll cause the bleed. So give me a d4 divided by 2.
D4 divided by 2.
Yep.
And do.
We're still alive.
Okay.
That's 3, so...
2 points of damage to the snake plus bleed.
What the hell just happened? Whoa.
yeah, okay.
Okay, we just caught up.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
All right. Cool. Okay.
We froze and just it spun really fast.
All right. G.
Yes.
Snake's coming at you.
Is it? Cool.
It is. That's a 29.
Yikes.
Whoa.
That's a little bit higher than my armor class.
He didn't like getting kicked.
Does he have a hole in him now?
Darian or the snake?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes to both.
18 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. So my size has done nothing.
Actually, it has given you temporary hit points.
Oh, cool. How much?
I would have to look it up. I'll come back to you on that.
It's okay, we got it in a minute.
Well, so what's my HP?
It's going to give you.
And I don't
You
know
currently have 17 hit points left.
what tight.
Okay.
And when you shrink, you have much less.
Now you also.
When he shrinks, he dies.
We're going to see if the snake was able to grab you.
Oh, good.
With what?
Alright, well,
Himself.
It's a boa constrictor. Think.
Alright, my CMD is 18.
All right.
It's gonna, knowing my luck, it's gonna be a yes. It will.
It's trying to pickpocket you.
The snake thinks it's a rogue.
Joke's on the snake, it doesn't have any hands.
It's a roguish snake.
All right. That is a 20.
Damn.
Fine, I don't even
That's
care.
some magical snake.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Except for it's not.
Okay, listen here. You rolled a 1 and you still would have succeeded.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with fighting giant
Then
snakes.
why did you roll?
Because it was fun, yeah. Okay.
Again, my
You
science
are
has
now-
nothing to do with that.
Actually, it does. It will make it harder for the snake to constrict you, but the snake is now wrapping around you.
Okay.
Okay? Cameron,
It's very like to do.
I tried to be creative.
Yes.
you were watching out in the lake.
Yeah.
You saw something that looks like a tentacle, roughly the size of a tree, come up out of the water and splash down in. You have never in your life seen a creature that large. This tentacle alone had to be 30 or 40 feet long and at least 10 feet around at the base.
So after the snake, we gotta crack it, exactly.
Oh, make him laugh. Give him 10 tickles.
Good one, Mr. Joe.
Sorry.
Tame it, tame it.
You're a comedy genius.
No, if it's a magical creature, I can't.
Who says a magical creature? There's krakens.
What are you doing, sir?
That's a Kraken what?
What am I doing? I'm not gonna mess with the giant thing while we still have the snake, so I'm gonna shoot the snake again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Just wonderful tonight. What's 15 plus 8?
Is he
Enough.
buying Womp Rats?
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage. That'll hit. With the snake coiled around the rogue, there's more of the snake to aim at, so it's a little easier to hit right now.
We're gonna go with 8.
Ouch, nice hit.
Is a snake loving and cuddling and calling very enjoyable?
Yeah, kinda. Mike, what you doing, sir?
I am getting these last frickin' kids into the temple.
All right.
Come get the other one.
I'm just gonna go ham on
And then I'm gonna go get the other one.
Okay.
So that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Which is going to cost you one of train. Okay.
Okay, fine. 9.
All right, Logan, what are you doing, sir?
Magic missile the snake.
All right.
Frickin'
I have 3 of them now.
Yes, you do.
How did you?
One, 2, and 3. But I get +1 on all of them. right?
Yes. So
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, it's,
2, 3, and 4. Okay, in my math, that'd make that 9. All right. So the magic missiles crackle against the sides of the wet snake when you throw them. It actually gives you kind of a nice, ooh, look at that, get a little light show thing. It's spoiled by the rogue screaming, but it's, you know. Justin,
I'm gonna head over, or
You see
I'm
me
gonna
coming
draw
back.
my weapon and then head over there.
okay, you can move up to 3 squares and do something. You can move up to 6 squares and do nothing, or do only that.
too slow.
Yeah, you move faster than me, so I can move 3 squares.
3 squares and do something else, or move 6 squares and that's your entire turn.
Okay.
Where's the building thing, by the way?
Can I run while having a weapon drawn?
Yes.
Yes.
This is not like no running with scissors.
1, 2, 3, and
No,
No, just one for
1,
the
2.
first.
The next time we do diagonal,
Oh.
it's 2.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
okay.
Okay, got it?
That works.
All right, Joe.
Alright. Perception?
Yeah.
6.
Have I noticed what's going on over there?
I'm still an
Back and
orc.
forth?
You know, I'm with all of the fussing and fighting going on over there.
Heard something?
Yeah, we're going to let you.
If I notice, I'll just, when I grab it, I'll just tell them to go help the kid.
There you go. So yes, you can now see the snake. You can't see the rogue, but you can see the snake.
How do you not see the road?
You're in the snake.
He's taller than the temple.
That's true. No, you do see the rogue.
I'm going to head towards them as fast as I can go in water, I guess, and bring out the bunny.
Would
Okay.
you like me to come around and run circles around you before you do this?
Okay.
Can you carry me?
Jake, what are you doing, sir? You are up on the roof now.
Alright. Do I have visibility on the snake?
Yeah, I'd say you
He is
do.
a sniper.
You can also run a couple things around before you.
Yeah, you can get a little closer if you need to, but you've got the range on it from there.
Alright. I'll get slightly closer.
Okay. Go ahead and move him.
You can do both if you want. You can get closer and shoot.
Oh. That'll do that.
Okay.
How many squares so
He can move up to 3 squares.
Squares and fire.
But you say you can't. You have to go around the outside, not over the top.
Correct.
yeah. 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to use your longbow. That's at D20 plus 6.
Alright.
No whammies, no whammies.
11.
Not, plus 6 is, did you roll an 11 or did you roll a 5? Roll a 5. That's not going to do it. So,
Does he hit the road?
He's a bigger target.
no.
Plus is 18, he does not hit the road.
I was gonna say, it's a valid
Okay, Garion,
Yeah.
you can try to break the snake's grip.
Grab the snake.
Okay, you're going to grab the snake.
question.
All
He's
right.
now Homer Simpson, and he's mad at Bart.
Okay,
I'm just grabbing it like right below its head. You know where you grab a snake so it
Yes.
can't do anything? You know the one. Yeah.
okay.
No, Darian, where do you grab
So
a
I'm
snake?
willing to bet it's CMD is something stupid like 38.
Ooh, close.
What is it?
What is he doing?
Nah, it's only 26.
Only 26? Alright, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
I'll just attack it with my sword.
all right.
I don't suppose I get any bonuses because I'm twice the size, or does the size have no effect
You're
whatsoever?
being strangled. Why would you get a bonus?
I'm not strangling it.
No, it's strangling you.
Clearly! So,
Who's on first?
Being wrapped in the snake is going to negate any bonus for being enlarged.
that. Alright, I have a plan. It is very
Now he's got a
capable.
plan.
I need 6 die, right?
It is extremely capable of killing me in one hit, as it has done 18 damage before, and I have 17. So I
Go ahead.
am going
Please
to
tell me
do-
you're gonna go stealth.
Can I just
No, actually, what I'm going to do is called I like to call it a tactical retreat, and teleport not there.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
All right.
Wait.
He's back.
Does it go with them?
It does not go with me because it has.
Yes, it does.
It does not. 'cause
It's
it-
gotta go with them.
No, it has to be a willing creature.
Does it?
It does have to be.
It really wants to come.
It doesn't know. It doesn't know I'm teleporting. It has no choice.
But it loves you.
Sucks to be them. I'm over here now.
Theoretically,
Okay.
if its intent is to constrict him, it wants to be with him.
Exactly.
Garion.
It wants to. It has to be willing to teleport, and it is unaware of the fact that I'm teleporting.
But it's
I'm
gonna
not
hold on for dear life.
Is it sentient?
Well, if that's the
It is sentient. I'm going to roll this.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Oh my
If
God,
I
it sucks
roll-
to go with them.
A natural 20.
Yeah. You know what?
You get to teleport with the snake.
No, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
No, Gary.
Please let it snake go
Dungeon
with
Master's
them.
already
You
smiling.
know what?
It's
That's
too
fine.
late.
I'm gonna teleport up in the air.
Suicide! What are you doing?
No, because there's water.
No, there's water.
There's water. If the snake does come with me, it's coiled around me and I have padding.
Hell, start
If
moving.
it doesn't, I land in water and I'm fine.
Water has surface tension.
Oh my god.
You still.
It's either die by snake or die by fall down.
No snake.
Fantastic.
Okay,
I'm
so,
also twice the size, so I'm fine.
right. How high up did you go, by the way?
Like 20 feet?
Okay.
Not a snake.
Yes.
With that, so you land, splash. Give me an acrobatics roll on the landing just to make sure you don't face plant.
He's gonna get stuck in the mud. Oh.
You want to need another die?
Dude, why don't you let the snake go with them?
Alright, I got a 24.
Not fair.
That would have been so much fun.
That would have been awesome.
I got a 24.
All right, so you stick the landing. All right. So I got a pistol. Aiden, what are you doing, sir?
So
You're
I'm
gonna-
gonna follow Jake out and try to climb up.
Okay, we can certainly have a go at that.
Your acrobatics would be good.
Your climb bonus is +7. So you're going to roll. You're going to move out this turn, and next turn you'll go up the outside wall. Okay. All right, snake. Dinner just disappeared. So
Sad.
I'm going to turn around to the closest thing near me, which is that. All right, Logan, you get an attack of opportunity. Is this?
Oh. Slice it with my sword.
All right.
I can't use a spell for that, can I?
Yeah, you can use a spell as an attack of opportunity.
Really?
You're a
Yeah, I'm
wizard,
gonna
Harry.
blind it.
You're going to blind it.
Yeah.
Okay, is that touch or is that range?
That's a good question.
Let's look it up.
I don't think it's
one's
range.
range.
It's gotta be range.
Blind
Blind
aside.
everything else by range.
It also gives me a chance to look to see if I get a saving throw.
No, this doesn't specify. I have to go to a specific chamber beyond it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Whoa. Don't start.
talking about Sean's
Did you-
throwing battle axe.
Did you hear him try to teleport with the snake?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, power word blind, there it is.
Without the snake.
No, that's 7th level, that's not it.
I think Sean went to sleep.
It's a second level.
Yeah,
Wake up, Sean. Hey, we went 2 hours and no one says I want to rage up.
Isn't that nice? Alright, so I don't know how that thing can make it that giant.
And that's the warm up, by the way.
We still don't know.
all right, so
I'm trying to not use my smartphones now.
go ahead and roll, or actually, it's not a roll, it's straight up.
We'll be there in a second.
So, okay, so you try to blind the snake. The snake flails around, you're not sure if it worked or not, but the snake does not attack you.
Alright.
There you go.
That was the goal of that. 'Cause
Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
It's a very
I'm
good
gonna
question.
shoot the snake.
Of course you are.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a good idea.
That's 16.
Not quite. Mike,
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Get in there.
fling the child in through the doorway.
Here, take
Into his mother's arms.
Trying to think of the easiest way over there is. I kind of like the idea of going over the top.
Yeah, everyone congregate.
I'm going up to the top to look around.
Hey, would it be faster for me to go over the top or around? I mean,
Over the top? Stepping
Um,
stone, dude.
Yes. So
probably
I'm gonna
6, 1 half. I don't think
Step
either
on
of
the
them.
heads of the village.
Well, it'll give me a downward attack on the one that's
sure.
So I'm gonna. So that was what 4-ish.
Yes.
Come back out. So I'm gonna get to the top.
Okay.
I guess in this turn, and then I'll run and attack in the next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a 1 use for.
Fortitude.
Do I need to bother rolling?
Okay. Let's see. Where's my fortitude? Plus 8. Okay. All right. So you're going up and over.
Twice.
Yeah. Do you need me to roll or not?
Yeah, I want to see it.
You die at,
3 times the dead road.
you die
With a climb.
Yeah, your climb is pretty high. It's like plus 13.
14.
Did you roll a 1, dude? Yeah, you rolled a natural 1. You just fell on your ass, didn't you? Okay. So
Even with a bonus, I fall.
natural 1 is always a fail, just like a natural 20 is. Okay. So yeah, so throw the children in, go running up the side of the building, kind of doing that Daffy Duck thing where the hands are moving, but you're not going anywhere. Ah, crap! Splash backwards. So lying on your back under the water, nice touch. All right,
You thought you had a kid still.
Logan.
I'll make it up next turn.
okay. What?
Not you.
What? I guess I'll hit it with more magic
I'm busy
missiles.
saving.
Okay.
That seems
I just saved.
All right.
I'm on my way over this. Well, if you paid attention, you know what we were doing, but you're not listening.
3, 4, and 5.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
12.
3, 4, and 5.
No, what'd you attack with?
Magic missiles. As you missile the snake and it flails around, you get the feeling that it's having a hard time focusing. It's no longer coming straight at you. It's kind of flailing around in the air. So you get the distinct impression that your blind spell actually worked. Yeah. Justin.
Alright, I moved close and my weapon isn't drawn yet, right? Or is it-
No, you told me you drew it as you
Okay,
came around the corner.
So then I move close and attack it.
Okay.
How close do I need to attack it?
You need to be adjacent to it, in the square next to it.
Okay.
So you can get there in 3 squares, it looks like,
Yeah.
from here. So yeah, go ahead and move yourself adjacent to the snake, and you're going to go ahead and attack with your sword.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be at, looks like plus 6 to attack.
Okay, and I roll
D20, add 6.
nat 1.
Natural 1. Not good. All right. You're going to roll again to see if you fumbled. You really, really want to hit the snake now. So go ahead and roll it again.
Get the cards out.
Okay.
That's a critical fumble.
Who's going? Oh, Logan's closest.
Yeah.
All right, hang on there.
Get the cards out.
I got him. Okay.
In your first attack.
There are 2 decks of cards. This is the critical hit deck.
Guess which one you get?
Okay? This is when you do something stellar, your blinds, and this is the wonderful deck. We like this deck. This deck is fun. Okay, I think, was it you that actually cut fingers off of somebody?
Yeah, count how many fingers you cut off.
Yes, okay? We're going to put the fun deck away.
How many fingers did he lose?
And we're going to bring out this deck. This is the oopsie deck. That's a very good way of putting it. Okay? So what you're going to do is
You drop your entire quiver, yeah.
you're hand out to Justin. You can shuffle them if you want to, or you can just cut them. It's up to you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're screwed.
There's no good card in there. Just
Just about how bad
So
you
I just
hurt.
draw the top?
draw the top card,
Okay.
and there should be categories.
Yeah.
One of the categories should be melee.
Yes.
What does it say?
You're flat-footed for 1 round.
Oh, you got a wimpy
That's
one.
not so bad.
Wow.
So what does that mean?
I will explain. Give me the cards back first. Okay.
That was easy.
Your armor class is composed of 3 things. What you're wearing, your ability to get out of the way, and also any kind of natural bonus you have, which is squishy human and elven and dwarven things you don't, or halfling things. Okay? Now, your normal armor class assumes that, number 1, you are trying to not get hit, and that your armor is protecting you. Okay? If you don't see it coming, your armor will still protect you, but you don't get any chance to move out of the way. That is flat-footed. Literally, you're just standing there. Go ahead, hit me, I dare you. Okay? So the third one is what we call touch, which is where I'm just trying to touch Joe. It doesn't matter if he's wearing plate mail or a negligee. All I have to do is touch him. That's all natural ability to dodge.
An orc and a negligee. Sorry. Continue.
That's okay.
You don't know what the GM Fantasize is about.
Not going there. Okay. So, for the next turn, you lose any of your dex bonus to your armor class. So your armor class will be dumped from 15 down to 12. Okay?
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Huh?
And no? Did I?
it did, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Joe, still, you're done drowning children.
Heading towards him still. How many squares do I
4.
get? Alright, Mike, can you give me
a while.
You're not even going to get to this battle. By the
Probably
time
not.
we just-
Give me 4.
I'm coming!
But I do have the bunny out.
It's not going to.
Yes, Cameron.
You're not going to get there.
I'll heal everybody at least.
Allowed somebody to like be unimpeded by this kind of terrain.
Yes,
Didn't we give them to him?
yes.
So he shouldn't be having any problems in this.
He didn't tell me he put them on.
You have fun boots that help you not be useless.
I do?
It's gonna take him
Repeat
forever
previous
to put them
comment.
on. He picks up like a soggy, wet
Boots in the
child.
mire. I
Crazy.
totally forgot about the boots in the mire.
Moron.
I would have assumed you would have put them
He didn't want to get them wet.
They're shiny still. Should have given them to the kids.
Jake,
Help yourself.
Alright.
Yeah, I was going to say, she could have given them to the kids.
So you said the snake is having trouble.
seeing. Yes, it is thrashing around blindly.
Does that make it harder to hit?
No, it actually makes it easier to hit because it can't get out of the way of incoming, just like it is also flat-footed, just like Justin.
How are you flat-footed with no feet?
All right, he's flat-scaled.
Is there any way I can target a weak spot?
All right, hang on, don't everybody poop on him at once. It is very tempting when we're describing combat the way we're doing to try and do what is G described as a called shot. I'm going to stick my dagger in its eye. I'm going to stick my sword up its throat. The idea behind combat in role-playing games is it's kind of abstracted a little bit. Every time we go through here, this is 6 seconds, so that's lots of clang, clang, dash, clang, clang. And we also don't work with called shots because everybody would do them. Yeah. Nobody would ever just fight the snake. It'd all be, sword in the eye, sword in the throat. So that's where the criticals come in. Boot to the head. All right, so when you get that extra 20 and you get that double hit, the critical deck comes out, and that's when that kind of stuff happens. All right? So for most times, it's like, look, I'm just fighting it, and that can be any number of things. Okay? So, you want to take a shot at it? All right, I think you're at what, +6 on your...
Is it a 1? It's not a 1.
It's a 4. Nope, not going to do it. Evidently, shooting down off the roof, it's hard to get the balance because your front leg is down and it tends to naturally bring the bow down.
Doesn't he technically get a height bonus? Technically give me one when I go up.
That's because you've got the death from above feat. That's a feat you actually picked.
Oh, never mind.
So, Garion.
I'm taking a health potion.
Okay.
I think they fell asleep.
Say, everyone fell asleep.
Wake up!
G, 1d8.
Okie dokie. This is 12. 5.
Thank you.
Is that 5 hit points restored?
It is.
Oh boy.
You're at 22.
Huzzah.
Okay, Aiden, what are you doing, sir?
I'm gonna climb up to the top of the temple.
All right, go ahead and give me your climb check. You're going to roll d20. You're going to add your climb skill, which I think we said was 7. Yes. So you're going to roll 20, add 7 to it. What do you got, sir?
23.
No problem. You went skinnying up the side of the temple using handholds. How badly hurt am I? I'm pretty badly beat up.
I can still move, right?
Yes, you can move an additional 3 squares, but only around the outside. You can't go towards the middle.
Oh, I can't go towards the middle?
Well, it's a conical roof. The roof is round and it comes up like an upside-down ice cream cone. I mean, you could get up there, but it's difficult terrain, so it would take you an entire turn just to get to the top. Okay, good. All right. The snake is tired of getting magic missiled. He's starting to smell a little fried, like catfish fingers at, Popeyes.
I'm running faster.
He's gotten shot a couple of times, and his lunch disappeared, which was very annoying. But he can't see. So what direction is the snake going to randomly take off in? That ought to be interesting. Let's see. 1 is that way. Compass rose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The snake is going to go this way. Logan, you get an attack of opportunity as he goes by. You want it?
Yeah, I want to hit it with the sword.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
That was a 3.
Cameron.
I'm gonna shoot this thing.
Okay. You still watching the water out on the lake, or are you just shooting at the snake?
I don't even want to know what's going on over there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kill the thing that's right in front of me.
Got it. All right.
Okay, we'll have Joe swim out there.
We're actually,
Hey, I think I might have
They swim like a rock.
19, that will hit. Roll your damage, sir. That is wonderful. Yeah, 1d8 straight up. 8 points? Yeah. Wow.
Look at that, they killed the snake without us.
Mike, give me a perception roll.
Trying to use the throw assist so bad. Sorry.
21.
Okay, thank you. What are you doing, sir?
I guess I'll get up there. I'm gonna hop up and climb up on top and try to go to the other side and help out.
Okay, going back up on the roof?
Yep.
Okay.
I got 2 that time. What? 15.
Is it one turn to stand up?
Okay, that makes it up.
Can I go around?
You can.
Last time
So how many do I get?
5.
Like the chat messages that weren't appearing.
1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Logan, what are you doing, sir?
I'll shoot the snake with the.
I think we put everybody to sleep.
With the.
We put everybody to sleep.
Okay. Go for it. Roll to hit.
This is awesome. 3 again.
I'm gonna hit the snake. Not judging, just saying.
Lost the ability to fight.
Justin, give me a perception roll, please, sir. You're going to roll d20, and you're going to add your perception bonus, which for you currently, looks to be about +1. So you're going to roll d20, you're going to add 1.
At least you're not that scene.
Okay, thank you very much. What are you doing, sir?
That's me.
I will move to the snake.
He's very focused. He has no idea what's going on around him.
We'll move to the snake and try to attack it.
Okay, the snake is now a little further away. You're still in range. You can still take a shot at it, but the snake is clearly leaving. It's gone back down into the water and is taking off. So go ahead and roll to hit if you want to.
Alright. What do I add to it?
With your bow, you're going to add, stand by. Yeah, well, we'll give you a short bow. Most people would have one. You know, you can't roll all the low numbers out. It doesn't work that way. Just saying.
You think they believe you?
No, but that's okay. They don't have to believe me. They just have to listen to me. All right. With your short bow, Justin, you are at +4, and you're going to do up to 6 points of damage. So, nice, sweet. So, let's see. So 1d6, sir.
Okay.
The 6. The regular die.
The square one.
One.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Joe, give me a perception roll, please, sir.
Oh
He
boy.
doesn't know anything.
Am I still an orc?
Dude, I didn't get it at 21. He ain't gonna know
6.
Okay, thank you. What you doing?
I'm 4 square hairs. Or actually, can I put on the boots and go, or do I have to put on the boots first?
Putting on the boots would be this turn.
All right, I'll put on the boots.
All right, so you got your
Congratulations.
boots of mire going on there. All
All
right.
right, boots of the mire.
Jake, give me a perception roll, please, sir.
Boots of the mire. I don't know what
Your
to do.
perception is +5.
Hang on, let me see.
Okay. There is something largely the size of a small landmass coming in off the lake.
Here we go.
Okay? Mike, whose water bottle is that?
Mine.
Okay, put it just inbound of the mic, not in the middle because it'll fall through the crack, and put this on top of it.
Hey, somebody in chat, post me the stats for boots of the mire, please.
You killed my owlbear.
He's now the big landmass.
There you go. All right.
Why don't we just use a book?
I didn't get the first one until just now. Got them both at once.
Switch it if you want.
Ah, thank you.
Take out whatchamacallit and put the bag on top.
Sweet, I can walk on the water. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been useful a few minutes
That
ago.
would have been very useful.
Especially when we were transporting children.
Oh, I don't care about the children.
He magically rises up above the water.
The kids start freaking out.
All right.
No, but knowing Joe, he'd be like, look what I can do.
I'm ice skating now, man.
No, 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 no.
Trying to swim.
Orcs on ice.
Orcs on
Orcs on
ice.
ice.
There you go, 163.
Orcs on ice.
Oh, but only in water no deeper than 5 feet. Okay.
This is not any deeper than 5 feet.
Okay.
So no ocean swimming for you. All right, gentlemen. This is what is coming out of the lake.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
See it, baby.
Oh!
Lord.
Alright, that's a fun time.
Wait.
You got to show the camera.
I was
on
gonna
that
say,
one.
you gotta, where is the
It's
camera?
behind you, Lee.
Over there.
Over your shoulder.
Over my shoulder.
There
That's
you
the
go.
main one.
This is the main one.
Okay, this is what's coming up
Over here.
over there.
Small mini one.
Okay, I got 4 people pointing in 6 directions.
That one. The one behind Mr.
The one behind Mr. Mike, that's what's coming up out of the lake. Okay? This thing looks like a love child between an octopus, a plesiosaur, and Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Nice.
Okay? It is monstrously large.
We're gonna go fight a dinosaur.
Okay?
Dude, aiming at a +2 on fortitude saves.
I hope a meteor.
Thank you.
Logan's got one of those.
Now I just need some boots to help me climb.
No.
Look, I don't want to use my thunderbolt.
How are we gonna fight this?
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, that's what the children can do. The adults haven't started fighting yet.
Is it definitely a kraken?
No, it is not a kraken. It is called a black mega. It is a mythical being that lives for thousands of years in the bottom of deep water lakes.
Show him the picture.
Throw him a kib to appease him.
Did my hawk ever come back?
Not yet.
We got an hour.
Keep in mind, it's only been literally a couple of 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but like, aren't we at the place
Oh, we went down the river.
You sent him downriver,
Alright,
or upriver.
okay. Tame it. Do what you want.
Cameron.
What's the size of a lane?
Are you gonna try to tame him?
Do what you want.
Is it a magical creature?
It is not.
Fly.
Considering it's Jake's turn, it's gonna be kind of
Theoretically, yes, I could tame it.
Yeah, Jake, you could take it. It could be your familiar.
Actually, hang on, let me double check that just a
Don't.
I win, right?
it is what is known as an outsider, which means it is not of this earth.
Tame it.
So that's not necessarily magical, but I think you are kind of restricted to flora and fauna.
Tame
I don't,
it.
you know, you can't, the same reason you can't tame demons.
Yeah.
So
That
that,
would be so
What can
alpha.
Jake
Oh
take?
my
Does
god.
it have negative intentions?
Who's a good demon?
He's gonna tame it.
He's gonna try and talk to it, just like you do.
Hey, I'm a druid. I can actually talk to them.
okay,
I am
Yeah,
the
Cameron.
more action. I'm speaking.
You're not eating it.
Oh, that's right.
so, Jake, what are you doing?
Does everybody know of it coming?
Well, I'm going to assume the person that saw it yelled something to the effect of, "Oh my God, what is that?" I don't know.
Okay.
Or, hey, let's sing a campfire song, or,
Unless it's a wizard saying, it'd be even funnier.
It's also still a snake that's not dead.
so you can alert the rest of the party as a free action. That doesn't cost you anything. You know, basically you can shit yourself creatively or whatever.
Basically, before you attack, you say, "What the hell is that thing?"
Basically.
I will do that, and I will attempt to shoot the snake again.
Go for it, all right? You're going to roll your d20. You're going to add in your bonus.
Over your shoulder while you're arbitrarily.
What is my bonus again?
Plus 6.
Alright, 16.
Dude, write it down.
Oh, it is, alright.
Yep, nope. Missed it just barely. It's the refraction of the water. It's a pain because you got to, anyway.
It's a higher armor class.
Garion,
Yeah.
what you doing?
Let's kill the snake, one thing at a time, right?
Aren't you like in another dimension?
I'm right there.
No, it's Snake's actually heading towards him, so yeah, he can.
It smelled his lunch
I was gonna say, it smelled
You
lunch.
should try and drown it again. Doesn't that mean I can attack it?
1 inch.
No, you're going to have to move to it. It is not moving to you.
Is it in range that I can attack it?
If you want to step up to it, yes.
Aren't I large?
You are large.
So isn't it in range?
Oh, good point. You are correct. Nice call.
Alright, Mithril short sword, baby. That's 16.
That will hit now.
Ooh.
Actually, hang on a second. Jake, I did you a disservice. I forgot that the snake was blind. Your 16 would have hit. You need to roll 1d6 for damage. My apologies, sir.
That's the square. Yep.
It's a cube.
Right.
13.
No.
Get your bonus on
Oh,
that.
wait. I read the wrong thing.
1d8 is your
You said 1d6.
in longbow. I know, I misspoke. 1d8, sir, not 1d6. His short bow is 1d6. His longbow is 1d8. Oof.
Ooh, good shot.
Yeah, nice. All right, G-Man, roll your damage, sir.
Doing is 1d6 plus 1. That's, hit the pencil. You got the same number. Great, 3.
That's with a +1?
Yes. And here comes the dagger also.
Ooh.
You ready for it?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Are you done being disgusted with yourself now?
No.
Can you put your phone down?
No.
You killed the snake.
Oh, good.
Do you want to do anything morally or ethically inappropriate to the corpse, or
Loot the
just...
snake, loot the snake.
Eat it. Can I pick it up by its tail, swing it around, and throw it at the big thing? No, I'm not gonna do that.
You should
I don't know, probably.
Why not? I'm not gonna do that.
Do it.
Why?
This is the best weapon we have.
That's, okay, fine, why not? You
All
gotta
right,
whip it.
next round. Aiden, what are you doing,
It's
sir?
like a whip. Yeah, like,
He's gotta get up close and whip it.
You can whip it.
You see this thing coming up out of the lake. It is coming in a direct line to where you are.
how fast?
It'll be here in a couple of minutes, like 2.
Okay.
Okay? It is large enough, it could literally step over this building.
Alright.
The temple?
Yes. What are you doing?
And can I assume that I just saw everything go down with
You
the
did.
snake?
You did see the snake thrash in the water and go still.
If you get candy, don't bring it in here. You got that?
I am going to move to where everyone else is.
Okay.
3, right?
You can move 3 and do something. You can move 6 and do nothing else that turn.
Alright.
Well, that's going through the middle. You can't go through the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to go around the outside because of the conical roof.
I have to go around.
That's 3.
Do you let
You
him
went
pass?
diagonally. You went diagonally 2 squares, so that's 3.
Mike, do you let him
No, I
pass?
went
the car?
1.
Yeah. So you can go past me.
You can go through his square.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
if I allow you to. And
1,
I will allow you to.
2.
When two, yeah.
One more.
Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do because all I have is a rapier.
You're supposed to loot. You're a rogue.
Don't you have any
But it's a
darts or anything?
snake!
The snake's dead.
Snake's dead.
Yeah, I know.
So what are you doing?
So, I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, hang on a second. Put this in perspective. You're up on the roof. You watched the rogue, stab the snake. You saw the snake roll over and go belly up. You see the rogue starting to reel the snake in. I don't know.
There's a monstrosity coming.
There's something the size of roughly your village coming at you off the lake.
Alright, then I'm running away from this building.
That sounds like a plan. That's the smartest thing anybody's done tonight. So yeah, you can move.
Alright.
So
Can I jump off the building?
you can. You might hurt yourself in the process if you fail your acrobatics check.
Try
It's,
climbing down.
you could also just
Alright,
climb
I'll
down.
climb down.
All right, so you're going to roll d20. You're going to add your climb bonus to it. Yours is actually pretty good. Plus 7.
I'm not worried about the people at this point.
9.
There's a village coming.
So plus 7.
Okay, 16, no problem. So you will start the next turn at the foot of the building in the water running away. I like that. All right, where am I in the order of thing? Really? Oh, I guess I'm big and slow. All right, so I'm
Just in case.
but faster than you. It is, well. All right. Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
I'm guessing I can probably see giant squid thing.
You can see a giant squid thing, yes,
Did
because
you say over the building?
the villagers screaming in terror is kind of a clue.
Aren't they inside the building?
There are also villagers still out and about. Basically, everybody is running this way.
Do I have to try to pick up the kids again?
What's my range right now with just the longbow?
100 feet, which is not going to be enough until next turn.
Wonderful. I'm going to use my flight arrow and gain the extra feet that I need.
Okay,
I'm going to shoot a flight arrow at it.
okay,
It's just a regular arrow except it has longer range.
understood.
So I'm going to roll it.
You okay?
I don't get any bonuses.
Well,
I
that's
just
it.
get more range.
First one left.
Okay,
Still take a mic with
That
it.
is a 19 plus 8. That's math. 7, no, 27.
you missed.
Oh boy.
The arrow hits the scaly skin and just doesn't even make a dent. You just see the arrow go. I mean, it's like the first missiles in Independence Day. It is. But you did get its attention. Congratulations.
Crap. I'm going to go eat my candy.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Why does that want to kill us?
No, if the big old village thing is the cause that the rising water levels, I assume because of simply the mass of it in the water raises the water.
Yes.
If it's coming out, shouldn't the water
And the
lower?
water is running back down into the lake. Very good.
All right, so that should help the people get out, right?
Yes, it will.
Tell them that.
Okay,
I can't because I'm far away. That's not my turn.
got
It's
it.
not my turn yet, so never mind.
Okay. Mike, what are you doing, sir?
So I assume I see this thing.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to miss.
I'm going to turn around. Or aim the bunny that way.
I was gonna try and draw it away with.
Well, if a 27 didn't hit the damn thing,
Well, it's already coming towards Cameron too, though.
we need a bunny.
I have illusions and make it go in. a
Go
different
for it.
direction.
But I don't have anything long
If you
distance
piss
stuff.
it
that
off, it's not gonna go in a different direction.
I don't know anything, I don't think I have anything that can do that distance. I mean, what kind of, we're talking, those are 10 feet square, so it's what?
Far
1,
away.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 100 feet away.
You are here, you're like on the far edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it's 100 feet away, I can't hit it
So
with
you
anything.
even, yeah.
I might do that next.
So, other than yelling at the orc, are the people coming out of the temple?
Yes, they are coming out of the temple as the water recedes, and they are all running this way
They
up.
don't need our advice, they're all running away. So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to hang and brace for impact.
Okay? Logan?
Alright, so it has its attention in this general direction.
Yes, it is literally coming up offshore.
So I'm gonna use silent image to have something attract its attention and try and lure it this way.
Okay? You're going to have to be more descriptive of what you want an image of. I'm not going to buy something it thinks will be yummy.
It's a Patronus. It's like a big.
Gary,
Does it like fit?
send a picture of Gary.
Nah, make it just like a different, bigger thing. What make it mate?
Yeah, make it a female of that.
Gary,
Or-
put your hat on, become the mate.
How big
I
can the
could-
image be?
Wait,
Like, I don't
no,
know.
I can't. It has to be relative.
There's not a
to
size.
I don't know. Let's look.
I thought there was a size.
There might be.
There is a
Si-
size limit on my hat.
Silent image. Is that the spell?
Yes. It's minor illusion, it says. I
Yeah.
don't think it's anything that big.
Cannot extend more than 40 feet in any
Oh,
direction.
shoot.
So it can
I'm
be.
not too far away to use it.
No. The
The
range is long. The range is 400 feet and 40
Oh,
feet a
okay.
level. You're in range.
Alright.
The thing that you create cannot exceed the volume of 4 10 by 10 cubes.
Okay.
10 foot by 10 foot. So you could make something that's 40 feet long and 10 feet square, or you could make something that's 20 feet on the side.
Alright.
So,
So if I make a big fish, that looks very tasty, I guess. I don't know. I'll make a big fish and like right in front of it,
okay,
right in front of its face, so it sees it, and it's like wants to go this way.
okay.
So here's
Fish
the
is gonna
thing.
go this way.
I'm willing to bet that the thing is so monstrous that there's no realistic way of killing it, which means there's got to be a different way of defeating it somehow.
I'm just trying to get it
I
to
don't
go
know.
away.
Shoo, leave the town.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to leave.
If it's otherworldly, maybe we can send it back to where it came from.
You got a dimensional barrier or something crap like
Maybe
that?
it needs to
Shoot,
sacrifice a kid.
You have to put the ring on.
That's what I was about to say that.
Put it in your bag of holding.
Teleport it to the orc fortress.
It has to be a willing creature.
Convince it.
Do you have a spell that can move something like that?
Okay. As this glimmering fish appears, you see the snake, the dinosaur-like head of the maga snap at the fish.
So that's.
So it took the bait, but the jaws just clamp onto nothing because there's nothing there. And it roars and continues moving forward.
Okay, so
Tight.
I pissed it off. Alright.
Justin,
Where is the dead snake?
the dead snake is over here.
In my
It's in
hand.
this.
Okay. It's more than 3 squares away, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yes, it is more than 30 feet
Okay.
away.
I'm just going to move to the snake.
Uh-huh.
Run there because I can't really.
Why are you going to the snake?
So I
Because he wants to.
don't know.
I'm holding
I-
it.
So
I'm gonna
you're
throw it at
away
the
from the
dinosaur.
giant
He's
thing.
gonna kind of whip it around.
Yeah.
and throw
So
it.
you're away from the giant thing. So if I look like I'm helping you, I don't have to deal with that.
Oh, so basically, why didn't you just say running away?
I'm running away that direction.
Okay, so you can,
I'll help you.
so,
Alright, who
1,
has the holy hand grenade?
2,
And I'm
3,
gonna
4.
pretend I'm gonna look like I'm doing something important.
Okay, got it, nice plan.
Uh-oh.
Okay, move me forward almost to the temple. That's good. As this thing comes on shore, and I'm sorry for the image, but think Ursula from The Little Mermaid. It's walking on octopus feet. It is slamming these buildings. These buildings are just splintering into nothing.
Cute.
Okay. What's interesting is its head is up, and it doesn't necessarily appear to be looking at or for anything. It's just moving across the land.
But it can obviously see because it saw it.
Yes, it can obviously see. Okay.
Maybe we just let it by.
Just everyone get out of the way and let the ball.
Joe, what are you doing, sir?
Bunny.
Okay. Are you healing
Is
your?
everybody out of the temple?
Yeah, most of them are. Let's see.
Most or everyone?
That's a good question. Let me find out.
You can't just let it.
Everyone is out.
It's gonna be.
Okay.
No, it's time for bunny damage to the creature.
Okay.
It's not undead, right?
No, it is not, but it is evil.
It's not just one town. There's several.
Is the other town paying us?
All
This
right.
town isn't paying us.
You said they were done.
12
Then they might too.
I might have got another house out of it. Who knows?
and 5, 27.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You just bunnied it?
Yep. Did 27 points of damage.
You can't bunny it yet.
You just did.
No, you have to say the words.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear
You
You
did.
were listening.
They did say it. So.
Tell him, chat. Didn't I say bunny?
All right. Jack is getting provisions.
you. Jake.
Gary and Jake, sorry.
Cameron. Tell Jake his turn is up.
You need to come do things.
Did you get more candy?
No, I was talking to Jake and eating my candy. What's Jake do? Drinking his soda and eating his candy.
Come on, Jake from State Farm. Get moving.
Go, Jake.
Jake, Ryan.
All right, what are you doing, sir? This thing is coming straight, literally through the village. It's come up onto land. The water is actually now receding back into the lake because that mass was what was driving the water up. It has smashed a couple of buildings closer to the shoreline, and it is just working its way through the center of town.
How much damage did you do?
27 points.
Does that put me in imminent danger?
I got 6 more of those.
You are up on the roof. If it decides to stomp on that temple, yes.
How close to the temple is it?
Looks like about 30 feet.
Yeah. It will be in the temple next.
Well,
He's gonna use full
It'll
critical.
destroy the
strongly considering it.
Are you actually? Come on.
Maybe
Let's
saving it
punch
for
the
bad
comment.
items.
Why the hell not?
Really?
Do you actually want to answer that
Is
question?
the snake dead?
Well, I can get over there.
The snake is
I'm on
dead,
top of
yes.
the roof. I should be
You
able to-
see the rogues over in the corner arguing over it.
I'm
Snake tenders. We're going to eat for weeks.
Wait, what are we arguing about?
Well, he's helping you do something inappropriate to the snake.
I'm throwing it at the monster next turn.
There you go.
How can you throw it at the monster? Am I able to hop down this?
Yes, you can get down this turn.
Shoot it.
Alright.
Because you're the closest to it right now.
Just go cute. You'll be fine. Just hope you
You'll
get
be
one.
fine.
Alright, what do? Use. Roll to hit.
What are you spinning? What are you hitting it with?
I'm getting off the building.
Yeah, you're going to roll d20. You can either jump down or climb
Are
down.
you going to attack the thing?
No, I'm getting away from it. If it's the building, I'm going with it, and I don't want that.
Are you going to jump down, which would be acrobatics, or climb down, which would be your climb bonus?
What do you suit? I'm going to hit.
Let's.
For your opinions.
What'd you roll?
With the +8 on climb, you're pretty good. You may have sort of slid on your butt the last couple feet down into the receding water, but you're now down on the ground. Okay, Garion.
I'm throwing the snake.
Okay, so you and Joe, are we?
Yeah. Whatever it needs to do, throw the snake at the giant creature.
Shot put time.
Hammer throw.
All right.
Do whatever I can to help.
Well, he's 11 feet tall, so you're like, I can help, I can help. Me do it, me do it.
Grab his tail before you end this thing.
Speaking of which, how long after I throw this will I be large?
Until actually about 4 or 5 minutes, or he decides to turn it off.
Can I decide to turn it off?
I don't think so, actually, no.
Can I just say, Logan, turn it off?
Yeah, that you can do.
Okay, but that won't be its turn, will it?
No, dismissing a spell is a free action.
Alright, awesome. Well, anyway, I throw the snake.
All right, give me a d20 just to make sure you don't do something hysterically funny with the snake. Don't roll a 1.
You mean as opposed to throwing it is not hysterically
Okay,
funny?
well, it's a 10, so.
Okay, so which direction you want to throw the snake in?
At the thing.
Okay, so you're going to throw the dead snake where all your buddies are standing. Do I understand this correctly?
Ideally over them.
Okay, well, let's see how far it goes, shall we? Okay, why don't
Dang it, I just got my boots on.
I think he's taking out the road.
Here.
Now, the children are this way.
You're going to roll those. You're going to actually multiply it by
So you're
10.
gonna take out the rogue or the ranger?
No, I have my own percentile dice, right?
Okay, you can use your own if you'd rather.
Yeah, mine are metal and better.
Oh, well, then give me mine back.
And they've been rolling great
I
tonight.
know exactly.
You know, that's a good one. That's
What is it? What is it?
A 50.
that's a 5.
So you threw the snake 50 feet. Okay,
Like I said, it takes out the rogue.
straight line.
No!
1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that?
The rogue.
There can be only one.
So I think it's a snake.
The rogue takes out the other rogue.
Okay,
This is rogue on rogue hatred.
so
Let's see.
Rogue on rogue violence.
you're going to roll a reflex save. Actually, I said, no, hang on. You're probably looking at the huge building thing, shaped thing coming off the lake. So we're going to make a perception roll to see if you see the 30-foot dead boa constrictor being flung at you.
This is sad.
No, it's pretty sad. Not looking at it.
You're going to roll d20, you're going to add 8.
Oh! You rolled a 1.
Okay, so the answer is no.
What's a snake?
Oh no!
You feel a drop of water on, and you look up, you think, is it raining? You're going to make a reflex save. Okay, which is basically roll d20, and you're going to add 8 to it because you've got actually a pretty good reflex.
6.
Not that good, evidently. So, all right, you are now lying on your back.
You got a 6?
No, it's
Okay,
14.
sorry. So you've got a 14.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hang on. That's actually enough to get you. So you see the snake coming, and while you do get hit with the snake, you manage to at least duck out from under it. So you're still standing at the end of the incident.
Dead.
You're not dead, unlike the snake.
I'll bite your knees.
All right, but it is your turn, so you can throw the snake back if you want.
No, he's not 11 feet tall.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah, continue to throw.
I got this. Here we go. I got this. What are you doing, sir?
I'm gonna keep running away out of the path of this
like, this thing-
monstrosity.
Okay.
These people are crazy. I'm getting out of here.
So I'm just gonna move.
6 squares in a straight line
Yeah.
gets you well out.
Even after getting hit by the snake, you get 6 squares?
Yeah,
Wait, is he on the ground?
Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
the
I'm on the ground.
yeah, he climbed down.
And he still got hit with the snake.
Well, that's because he only went 50 feet, so it went down.
Wow.
That's as far as it went.
So yeah, okay, that's going to take you out of the carnage. I mean, out of the immediate area.
Out of the steaming pile of snakes.
Okay, Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
Well, screaming is an option.
It's working for the villagers.
Yeah, I'm gonna scream and I'm also
Try to
gonna try and
identify it.
identify
There you
the
go.
shop
You got
area. I'm gonna try and identify the
Are you gonna rage up
Wait,
too?
we already identified it.
It's a fucking kraken, man. What do you gotta identify?
I'm gonna shoot it.
Go ahead and,
Hope I roll a 20.
actually, that won't hit.
Wait. You're gonna shoot over a building?
Yes, I've already done it. I got a 27.
How? Okay.
This
You're
isn't.
not gonna do anything
Yeah.
and he told me continue the throw.
Oh wait,
You
hold
should.
on. I have spells.
Why isn't he writing in there?
Yes, you have spells. Maybe use one of those. That would be nice.
Gentle breeze.
I'm not 11 feet tall.
Yeah. Wow.
Spells aren't good.
And no, they're not. My strength is.
Hold on.
You should do that Stormcloud one.
Where's my? Oh yeah. Where's my storm cloud?
Yes.
How far can I run?
Not gonna do
Okay.
anything either.
You're moving
There it is.
5 squares.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Nothing.
the aggressive. I'm gonna cast aggressive.
Acrobatics
Thundercloud.
then?
Okay.
Are you gonna jump on it?
I was gonna give you bull strength, but you're too far.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I'm not gonna be able to do it.
No. Not effectively.
I'm going all in, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to cast aggressive thundercloud. Is that what I heard?
Actually, I'm not gonna cast it yet because I want to get within decent range of it.
Okay?
Stand there, I'll be in your range.
Range is coming to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna move off to the side a
I'm
little.
closing
Okay.
the kitchen. Did you want to put in an order for any
Oh,
tacos?
you
We
guys
got
want anything
some.
else to eat?
No, I'm
What
good.
we have left are the Aquaman. So we had, it's like a Hawaiian pizza version of a taco.
I'll pass, but
So
thank you.
It's like pork and pineapple.
You guys want anything?
I'm stuffed.
I think
but
we're
thank
okay.
you.
We might raid the candy in a little while.
That's perfectly fine.
All right.
Plenty of
Let's
dessert
see,
to go
what's my
around.
move speed normal?
Normally it's 30 feet, which would be 3 squares, but if that's all you do that turn, it would be doubled to 6 squares.
And then if I sprint,
Then it goes up to 30 more plus, so it'd be 9 squares.
wonderful, I'm gonna sprint. So let's see. That's one,
Sprinting.
4, 5, 6, 7,
You chasing the road?
9. No,
He's going around.
Okay,
there's a building there.
got it.
I can't
Okay.
run straight through the building, I'm like the landmass.
You ready?
I'm ready when you are. What are we doing? We're
Mr.
gonna,
Acrobatic Monk,
Your stupid idea is going to conflict with my stupid idea.
probably.
oh, like that's never happened.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, here we go.
Flurry of blows.
That's the stupidest thing ever. It's going to literally.
All right,
I rolled a 27.
I'm jumping at it and just beating the crap out of it.
okay.
I rolled a 27.
With my acrobatics.
I am not surprised. So,
Like your action.
we're gonna start rolling. What we're gonna do is we're gonna roll and resolve, roll and resolve.
Got it.
All right, so you get what, 5 of them now?
I'm gonna use a key point, which I'm gonna get 5.
Okay, so
And
let's,
I'm gonna attempt to stun the crap out of it in the process.
okay, I will tell you right now, you are not going to be able to stun something roughly the size of
I was
Tanzania.
wondering about that.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Okay, then I won't bother.
Not unless you can make your way up to the head. If you can give me a direct blow somewhere on the skull, I'll give you the chance to stun.
Well, you said I can't call my shot, so how would I do that?
You'd have to climb it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna climb the giant squid.
Okay, so let's get your first one out. Roll.
So I'm gonna use my sword for my flurry of blows.
Okay, your temple sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
A little bit more damage.
All right,
And a little bit more better to hit.
okay.
Okay.
First one.
24.
Does not even cut the skin.
I told you, I rolled a 27 and couldn't hit it.
I'm stronger than you are. I was hoping it would help. Does the acrobatic dress help?
Doesn't matter.
It just avoids you from looking silly.
Mr. Capella, I have a bow, my strength doesn't mean jack.
So that's a 21.
Nope,
Be the same if I had a crossbow.
25.
nope.
Ooh.
A 1.
Uh-oh.
You want to do that?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You messed up.
29.
You fumbled.
29?
Thing's got an armor class of 30.
Okay. You wanna
It's
do
all natural. Let's do the fumble first because that will probably affect what happens next.
Okay.
What is this thing called again?
A black maga.
A black huh?
Yeah, don't look it up.
Yeah. Cameron, please do me the courtesy of not looking it up until after the session.
What am I looking at? Category?
This would be melee.
Who was that? You are dazed for 1d3 rounds.
Oh my god.
The building
See,
ran
you
over
see
him.
what you've done?
I'll be on the ground then.
You're gonna
You
fall.
don't- Hang on, you don't get any more at 1d3 rounds?
That's what I was.
Yeah.
It's gonna step on you.
You might want, how are you going to get 1d3 off a 4-sided die? Let's use a d6 and divide by 2.
So it's a 5.
So 3 rounds. Okay? So that also means, unfortunately, you fall.
Yep.
And since you're dazed, you don't get your acrobatics save.
Okay.
So give me 2d4 to figure out how high you were in the air.
2, 4,
No, roll them both. I want the bell curve.
5.
Okay, so you were 50 feet in the air, which it feels, that's high.
That is high. It's higher than the building.
Yeah, let's say you were about 30 feet in the air because you would have been on the building and you would have gone up. So that's going to be 3d6 of fall damage. So 14 points of damage.
15?
Yep, from the fall.
You don't have to save me.
I don't think it receded.
You don't have to
Did the
say
water
that.
entirely recede?
The water receded enough that it's now ankle deep at worst, puddles here and there. There is still water on the ground. You're squishing as you're walking.
Cushion my fall.
No, not enough to cushion your fall at all. All right, Logan, what are you doing, sir?
I'm gonna save this idiot.
No, don't save me. He's gonna step over me anyway.
Yeah,
So
but
just
I'm-
attack him.
I'm gonna make him fly. Can I choose which direction that he flies in?
You are casting a fly spell on it. Involuntary fly spell. That's an interesting question.
Wait, are you on the giant thing or Mr.
Yes.
Left?
See, I was thinking like, I had visions of Drax, like,
He's just gonna stomp over everything, and that's gonna cause more of a problem. If he's up in the air, he's disoriented. He doesn't know. He's a water animal. He doesn't know what he's doing.
and you can also turn it off and on and just crash him down to the ground over and over.
Well, I don't know if I can control it, but I don't think it matters.
No,
because
you
can't
should turn
control
off, you could be able to turn off your spell,
it.
which would be crash him down to earth.
I don't want to do that then, because then he gets his reoriented.
But then you do it again and again and again.
I have a very limited amount of spell points, and that's a third level spell.
Well,
Okay, here's what I'm reading, Logan, and here's my interpretation. Feel free to negotiate. It says the subject can fly at a speed of 60 feet, and then later on it says it can ascend at half speed. The subject subject of a fly spell can charge but not run, cannot carry aloft more weight than its maximum load. I'm thinking that giving someone the ability to fly does not necessarily launch them into the air. But I'll let you save the spell based on that, because you would know that before you cast the spell.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is no. Casting fly on the giant monolith will not make it fly up into the air. But you don't have to burn the spell to learn that.
Can I see the picture again?
Yeah, sure.
so you're the only one that can hit it, dude.
So far.
Well, I rolled a 29, I couldn't hit the damn thing.
My Thunderclad doesn't rely on armor class, it relies on reflex. And this thing's big, which means it might be not super fast.
Wow, that's
It's fast, it just covered that amount of ground.
That's because it's large.
I mean, there's gotta be something we can do right.
I don't have to move, it's like this, I don't have to move.
Justin, what are you doing, sir?
Fast to move farther than you.
Finding a tree to climb and hide in?
I
don't think I'm that good at climbing.
What's your climb done? Let's find out.
Yeah. What is my climb?
Let's take a look. Your climb bonus is +8. That's more than enough to get up into a tree if you want to be up in a tree.
I can't climb and shoot in the same turn.
No.
Okay. Am I in range to shoot from the ground?
Ooh, which one is you? Is this?
The one next to Gary.
No, because your range is going to be about 100 feet on your short bow. No, you do not have the range, but that thing is moving fast enough. You will next turn.
Oh,
Right,
wait,
so
no,
I'll
did you
fly-
make me not big anymore?
Did you want to be not big?
Yeah.
You forgot to ask.
All right, he's not big.
Okay.
Alright, I'll climb a tree.
Okay. All right. Who is this still up on the roof?
Jake.
Oh wait, no, I climbed down.
You did climb down? Okay, I thought so. I was just, all right. This thing literally smashes the temple. I mean, it just brings 3 tentacles down, stones go everywhere, tiles go everywhere. The temple is just gone. Okay? Joe.
Alright, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna try to cast Holy Smite on it.
Okay.
Holy smite.
That's what I said.
They were going to call it the holy shit spell, but they couldn't get the copyright.
It is the Holy Smite spell. I like this. What pray tell does this do, Joe?
So this will do 48 of damage if I land it.
48.
Yeah, right. And blind the creature.
Ooh.
Because it's evil.
All in one.
Tight. Is it evil? Do we know that?
Oh, yeah.
I can feel the evil coming off of this thing.
Yes, it is evil.
I'm trying to see how what the
Range is 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. You're
Yeah.
well within that.
and it's 25
Areas
radius burst.
burst, yeah.
But I'm trying to see how to land a hit. Is it just is it a gimme or?
What's so weird about it, Jake?
I don't see anything about what to roll to hit.
No, it's a gimme because I get a will save against
Okay,
it.
all right.
Oh, they're making like.
Okay. So that's 4d8.
4d8.
Here, you want a couple more?
Yeah, I'll just roll them at once.
It's always satisfying to get that whole fistful of dice cooking. There you go.
Sir?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Let me see if I make my will save. I do.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, okay. 7 to 7 is 14, 15, and 3 is 18. Dang it.
Ouch.
That wasn't a good hit. I should have bunnied him.
That's okay.
But did I blind him?
We'll find out.
What's he doing? What's he doing? I hit him.
Let's see. It's getting late and math is hard. All right. Got it. Okay. Jake.
Where is Kib, by the way?
Kib is up this way. Stay. Although he's going to show.
To attack the thing.
Kib's, he just said Kib's that way.
Kib is a dumb animal. He's smart enough not to attack the thing. Okay. Jake.
He doesn't want to be kibbled in bits. Sorry.
That's okay.
Jake thinks, when you go see this kid now.
Let me know what there is.
Is the creature blinded?
Doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
My turn is.
You know what? Let's take a 5-minute break. People are starting to flag. So, 5 minutes. We'll reconvene at 1:45 and finish up. Okay.
I need a new strategy.
What should I do? None of my spells work against. I have no idea what to do now. I have no high ground. I can't shoot it. Well, I mean, I can't shoot it, but I'll do nothing.
So now that they're all out of the room, those of you, if any of you are still watching, this is an interesting exercise because they have no chance of killing this. It's 10,000 years old. It's something that just cannot be killed. And it's going to go through the village and it's going to lead them on a trail back to where the next set of adventures happens. But there's an interesting mindset in D&D with parties that they get into a habit of, well, we can kill pretty much everything, and they will turn themselves inside out. They will turn themselves inside out trying to figure out how to kill something that's essentially unkillable. No, I'll get some when we're done.
Okay. See if I can find a refill myself.
Listening. Sorry, I'm sorry? No, that's okay. I never got into the video arcade games. I was a pinball guy. I don't have any. Nope.
I'm good at Pac-Man, probably.
No, that's okay. No. We'll finish up. By the way, Mike, if you're curious, I noticed they've got one of your House of Danger boxes open for play, so you can take it, open it up and take a look at it.
Right.
So, all right, we got about 15 more minutes.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, cause a massive outage.
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties right now with the monk. Anybody out there still awake?
Probably not.
Oh, somebody had a question about the bunny. If you're still there, the bunny is my my holy deity.
It's the rabbit of Antioch.
It might be, wow. It might be a reference to the Holy Grail, it might not. Depends on copyright over Twitch.
Oh, really?
You don't have to cover everything.
No, I got the bunny. The one that used the holy hand grenade on.
Yeah, so is it just a stuffed bunnies or a live bunny?
Which one do you guys have to go back on?
Anybody got it to go back?
So if you go to this and it gets
Mike?
Somebody can be.
Not me.
Mike, did you have it to go back? Mike,
Is it chili Fritos and a sandwich?
Yes.
Those are mine.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Hey, we just wanted to make sure it didn't get left or something.
Yeah, no worries.
How old do you have to be to watch R-rated movies?
17.
Tight.
Without an adult. Awesome. If you got an adult, you can
I'm not an
You're
adult yet.
accompanied by another 17-year-old in the phone?
You see the South Park where they pay the movies got buy tickets to the taxi?
Mike, we're waiting on you, dude.
Okay, I got you.
I'm going to be able to see the Joker movie when it
Now
That's
I
right.
understand.
Yeah.
We go.
Okay, Jake, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah.
I wish. I am going to move over to 80.
Okay. Garion?
I have a really stupid idea.
Oh, great.
I don't suppose there's any way it speaks and or understands common.
Nobody's tried to talk to it.
That's what I'm going to try and do, I guess.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Stop, dude. I'm first going to clarify if it can understand or communicate at all.
By saying what?
I'm a big monster, shout at me.
Stop in the name of
Stop! You have violated the law. Okay, wait.
Respect my authority.
Oh boy.
I guess I'm just gonna be like, hey, can you understand me at all?
Interestingly enough, as soon as you shout at it, the head does turn around in your general direction, and it is actually now looking at you.
Good.
So evidently the answer to your question is yes, it does understand at some level.
Was that it? Was that my
No,
entire
keep going.
Has it stopped moving or just looked at me?
No, it's just looked at you and continuing its path. It's actually now starting to veer back towards the river.
Okay, can you stop for a second so I don't have to run the cat up with you, maybe?
Doesn't appear to respond to that at
Can I
all.
roll for diplomacy?
No.
Rage up, rage
Great job, yeah. Intimidate.
Okay. Why are you doing this? Are you looking for something?
At this point, it is now
About the
ignoring
same.
you. It is moving off.
All right.
Give me a perception roll, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a Jesus. 11. Wait, I'm stupid. 21.
Okay. As it turns and heads towards the river, you notice that one of the tentacles, which would be if there's a back to the creature, that's where it is actually pretty badly scarred and cut, but the cuts are fresh. This thing has been hurt.
Oh my! If it's running from something, I swear to God.
Cameron, what are you doing, sir?
Does it have a thorn in its paw?
No.
That's got
Do
a
I
pause.
notice the cuts as well?
Give me a perception roll or see if G says something about it. Hey, it's hurt.
But it's evil, so it could be running from something that's good.
24.
Okay, yeah, you notice that it's hurt.
I would like to shout at it as well and ask him about the cuts.
Okay. Mike?
Is it still in the temple?
No, it's actually moving over this way.
Moving towards Joe.
Yeah.
It's going this way?
Yeah, no, it's actually going over Joe. We
Yeah.
should resolve that.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Have you ever been sat on by a sibling that's 12 years older than you? That's kind of what it's like.
Bad buddy.
Why don't you give me a reflex save? Let's see if you can get out of its way. Because it's.
Wants to do a reflex save?
Oh, with a 2, no.
Can you at least roll something bigger than a 6 at some point this evening?
Hang on, I'll tell you. No.
All right. What's your armor class, Joe? It doesn't matter. I rolled a 20-something. Okay.
Oh. How bad?
I'm about to find out. I don't think I like the answer.
You got 73 hit points, or had 73 hit points. And now work spam.
Oh, that's not too terrible.
30, 40.
No, it's actually just 2d6 plus 6.
Oh, okay.
So 12 points.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No.
All right. Because you're not attacking me, you're just.
No, I'm just stepping on you.
Trampling me.
Yeah, I'm trampling you.
It's trample. What does the injury look like?
Hold on.
Well, I got an idea.
The injury looks like the result of large bladed weapons, large axes, large battle axes, very similar to what the ogres were wielding, large hooked blades.
It's gonna go kill the ogres.
Oh,
They're already dead.
It doesn't know that.
is it like lesions? Is it like open?
No, it's cut wounds. It's a result of a fight.
Are they open?
Yes.
Can I throw something in them?
Salt. Throw salt.
I'll let you make the attempt. I'm not sure it's going to make much of a difference. Okay.
Fucking rangers over there.
We're trying to talk to it.
Dude, it's not gonna listen. Alright, I will do that.
Okay.
He's trying to speak to it.
While you guys are trying to figure out what to do, this thing trashes the schoolhouse, goes into the Skull River, immediately disappears under the surface of the river, sending a huge wave of river water back into town, so now everything's smashed and wet again. And you see it moving up the river at a fairly fast pace.
Where's the river go?
The river goes up past Fort Rannoch to the Skull Cove thing. As the villagers come out of from wherever they're hiding and start gathering around, you hear the whispers and you hear the mumbles under their breath. Evidently, this thing is a figurehead of local lore.
Oh, well, that would have been helpful to know, I don't know, 3 hours ago.
Well, nobody asked
You know why?
because
Because,
they didn't think it was real until it just waltzed through their village. Yes, sir.
So we were hiding out in the temple when all this started, right?
Yes.
Were we living in the village or no?
They might have a...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they know what the hell this thing is?
Sure, absolutely.
Dude, what the hell is this thing?
Actually, that brings up a good point. 3 of you come over here.
Where'd you fill the water?
I have more intelligence than this.
Hang on, I gotta find, okay.
Aha, 14. You.
This is
You
Skulls
imbecile.
Crossing. This is a dam that is up the river. Okay?
Eight is that.
So
I'm a rock.
there is a huge lake on the other side of this dam. That's where this thing is rumored to be living. That lake, nobody knows how deep it is, which of course contributes to local stories about how something so huge and so old could live there. Okay?
That's a good question. 11?
All right, Justin, you're up.
What's that?
What's yours?
That's surprising.
Okay.
Sean had more intelligence than I do.
What?
Yeah, Sean's character had more intelligence than me.
That's
I
legitimately.
think he had more than you too.
Uh,
I think he had like a 16.
Jesus Christ. Alright,
Right.
Well, Logan is the IQ winner in this bunch.
Yeah. I'm not shocked.
That was done quite purposely.
Okay, we lost Mike. Where did Mike go?
He went to fill his bottle.
Okay.
Good, look at that. I'm sure you're streaming it over there.
All right, so you are standing in the midst of the wrecked village. You're talking to the different villagers. When Mike comes back, we'll get some local knowledge about what's going on. And your next step is to figure out where to go next.
Sorry about your houses.
We tried.
Sorry about almost drowning your kid. I didn't eat them.
So it's clearly going someplace specifically. Because it made a turn, so it's not just going straight.
It's not blind.
And it has some kind of intelligence because it listens, no matter how shortly.
What's the deal with the snake? Is that part of the lore?
No, it's just a big and nasty snake to give you guys something to do.
Did it eat the snake
Oh,
on the way
because
through?
the giant mountain lizard wasn't enough to do?
Nope, not at all.
Tight.
No, because he just walked by.
Destroying a village in the process.
I vote we follow it.
I mean, can I talk
Well, I
to
mean, it
someone?
only
Drive away
destroyed.
from my turn.
It only destroyed the temple and the.
Because currently it's Mr. Meister and he's not
You
here.
don't want to follow it?
No. It's a plot device.
Yeah,
And that's why we can't hit it.
Yeah, I mean, we can. We've done it.
That's why we can't damage it.
27 points worth.
Actually, you can and did damage it.
I didn't.
No, you did not.
Because you're bad. It's because you're terrible. You're the worst.
Wow.
Should we just run away? Or just.
Or we could stay with the group and follow everyone else.
Or you could tell us what it is. That would be helpful.
Well, we're waiting on Mike.
Yeah, we're waiting on Mr. Mike. It's just
Yo, Mike!
Mike, 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 Mike.
Mike, it's your turn.
Whose
Try-
turn is it? Whose turn is it?
Also, are you guys gonna tell us what it is? Or
We're waiting for Mike.
okay.
That's okay.
This monster has a.
I knew it.
Is it actually?
Nessie.
What I missed?
All right.
You're in Scotland? Oh my god.
So these three are actually from Turtleback Ferry, and they have some information for you, which they will now share.
All right. What do you got?
Alright, so this giant thing lives in the Skulls Crossing place. It's a giant dam. And behind the dam is a lake, and nobody knows how deep it is. So that's how such a giant and old thing can live in that deep lake.
That's that way.
Yes.
So how's it doing over here?
Why would they know that?
I know, but I'm not telling, so you can ask them.
And when did you, if it came from that way, did you get over here?
Maybe the river's
Wouldn't it have made a lot more river damage?
they're in his
So basically what we learned was it's
The
a
one on
big
top of the
thing that
monster.
lives in a different place.
And we're heading back to that different place, maybe.
You knew that already.
I get that it's heading back that way. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it was doing here.
I want to go swim in the water where it was to see what's up.
And why did it come here and just destroy the temple?
Now I know why I heard the
Well,
name.
Temple's just in its way.
Lucretius' sister.
Yes.
I'm playing a piece of jazz band song. Lucretia Mahee. That helps us out a lot.
That's still an initiative.
No, we're out of initiative. We're actually wrapping up.
Can I swim in the water to see what's up?
You can swim in the
I wanna
water.
go in- like, where the thing was. If it came there for a reason, maybe it was looking for something or something.
Okay.
Well, the question is, are we gonna go after, or are we gonna see what beat it up?
Well, put it this way. I assume this is where we're stopping.
Yes, this is where we're stopping because it's 11 o'clock.
All right, yeah. So thinking ahead, what do we need to do character-wise for next weekend?
I will have character sheets printed out for people.
Because I know there are some changes that we still wanted to run through.
Yeah,
Like I think I have to do, Joe and I think gotta do our
Yeah.
level 8 stuff.
right. So we can probably get together maybe earlier on Friday or beforehand and go through it. Maybe do a lunch tacos.
Yeah.
Because if I've got this, we can do it at Los Tacos or whatever that little place was.
Any day you want.
Okay.
So I'm not swimming in the water to see what's down there.
Actually, what you realize, G, when you get out in the water is, while the Skull River is freshwater, as you get farther out into Sandy Bottom Lake, it actually starts getting a little bit saltier from the Varisian Sea, which is a few miles away. So your theory, maybe the creature wanted the salt water to help heal the wounds?
That sounds counterintuitive. But there's nothing like in the water that was on top of.
No.
Okay.
No, it's a lake. It's pretty straightforward.
It's probably the orcs. The ogres got it.
Alright.
But the ogres hit it there.
But they're heading to where the ogres took over the keep.
Well, that's also where its home is.
Right.
So the odds are it's going back home.
Yeah.
The ogres must have encountered it at some point.
Yeah.
But I want to know what the hell it's doing over there.
Pens, pens and pencils, pens and pencils. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Not sure.
Alright.
Okay, pens and pencils. Thank you, sir.
So your first attempt, what do you think?
You got a pen right there. Thanks, Juba.
Aiden, for your first attempt, what do you think?
Guys, if you don't have full character sheets, write your name, just so we know whose is whose.
Oh, I got
How
them.
much,
Oh, you got them in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, these are
how
disposable.
much XP
Thank you.
did we get?
Well, no, that's a perfectly valid question,
The
because
agreement
you,
was for you guys playing it, you guys, to make next weekend not so miserable, we're gonna pool our experience points and give it to these three.
Yep.
Okay.
So they can boost their characters a little bit. Is that okay with you?
We're getting hairy.
Oh yeah, before we forget, everybody out on Twitch? Good night.
good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for playing here at Hashtag Arena. We hope you've enjoyed the stream. We'll see you next
Hashtag's an
time.
Awesome place.
Thank you.
Alright, you guys wanna pass your folders down this way?